Alright, looks like we're ready to go here, getting into Champions Life for Game 1. Just gotta turn on the sound here for the client so you guys can hear it. But ready to get into Game 1 here. We got another great semi-final series here. This time it's going to be Waves Potential here versus LZBLZ in our second semi-final match. Winner, of course, going to take on Paragon 5. The loser will play another match to decide third place there against Free Tyler 1. And, our last defending finalist is LZBLZ here, so we'll see if the old guard stands true from Season 1 or if, the newer teams are able to pull through. Alrighty, they're off to a quick start here, just blazing through these picks and bans. Hecarim going to be our first pick here. Nautilus and Sejuani, the follow-up. Hecarim been very, very popular recently in the jungle and in the top lane. Very, very strong. And important to note some of the bans here. Nunu and Rek'Sai were banned out in the jungle. That's kind of what prompted this situation here. Nunu being a favorite of Fallen, for the latter half of the season, he's played a lot of Nunu. Hasn't actually gotten his hands on it in the very later stages of it, but has played a lot of Nunu and looked pretty good on it. So people have started to ban it all away. And obviously the Rek'Sai being banned out, sort of crunching down on that jungle pool and forcing these people in this situation here. And now the Lulu going to be picked up as well here for Wasted Potential. The Braum and the Morgana were banned out in that support role. So Lulu the next best thing here. Seems it's going to pair up with a hyper carry. That's going to be the Kai'Sa going down into the bot lane. Be interesting to see if this Nautilus is flexed into a support role to try and deal with that Lulu and Kai'Sa early on. And they could even get something aggressive down there and try and punish them. Lucian's still available if they wanted to go that route. Apologize if you do hear weird pauses and stuff. I've been my voice has gotten a lot of work today, so might be weird pauses to try and drink some water. Got up very early and been talking all day, so my vocal cords need a bit of rest. But I'm excited for our series, and I wouldn't miss it for anything, so glad to be here as we get the Varus pickup here in the bot lane. So, yeah, could be a Varus Nautilus combo, which would be a deadly little level 6 combo, and could present a huge issue for Pigeon and Papa Skips down there in the bot lane. But Kennen and Teemo, well, Teemo is a not an actual ban. Kennen's an actual ban. Teemo is just a placeholder because of the emergency rescheduling that Waste Potential had to use. They are losing 2 bans. Master Yi and Teemo going to be the 2 bans that are going just kind of placeholders here. They don't really matter, but the Kennen Vel'Koz do matter. Those will be actual bans here. It'd be kind of awkward if they wanted to pick Master Yi, but we've already locked in our jungler here, so unlikely that'll happen. And Teemo, who plays Teemo, right? Only the devil himself. As Nico going to be locked in here. I assume this is the mid lane Nico, so that sort of makes it more likely that Nautilus is in the support role, as the new build for Nautilus was the AP version in the mid lane, where you go Proto Belt or Luden's Echo, something like that, then Leandries or Morellonomicon, and you just kind of build this really weird, interesting AP build, Nautilus with Aftershock. But because the Nico's picked up, probably going to be mid lane Nico. It could be top lane Nico if they want to play a pseudo Ken in there, like an 80 Nico, on-hit Nico. That could be interesting. But Veigar going to be locked in for Rutledge. A comfort pick for him. I definitely like him on that one. Should be good for him. And, Pure Acid going to get aggressive here with the Olaf in the jungle. One of the best champions in a Sejuani. Can really make her life difficult early on in the game. Yeah, this looks like it'll be a Hecarim top then. Olaf will go into jungle. Still could be Olaf top. Actually, based on the summer spells, it looks like it's going to be Olaf top and Hecarim in the jungle with Ignite and not Ghost. If that is the case, that would be Conqueror Olaf in the top lane to try and combat what I think... Oh, maybe this is Nico support. Okay, no, I was going to say maybe it's Nico support for some reason. No, but it's going to be Nautilus support and Nico, on-hit Nico in the top side here. This does mean that all of Lane Zero's damage is going to be pretty much AD, or at least auto attack based. Obviously, Nico will do on-hit damage, and so will Varus, and that'll be a little bit of magic damage for them. But they're all going to be auto attack based champions here, so Nunatabi should get an absolute ton of value this game. You know, pretty much all the champions there on Waves Potential side should pick that up, I'd imagine. And gonna have that spectator delay still, but just got to power through and get into game one here. Still a very interesting composition, and we didn't even talk about Tuller on the Zed. He's had some really great performances on it. I expect him to make Veigar's life difficult. Of course, did go for the Ignite there, and Veigar went for the barrier in the mid lane here to try and be a bit more defensive. Hecarim switched to the Ghost there as well. So pretty standard summoner spells at the end of all this. Lulu also going with the Exhaust, which is interesting also because sometimes you'll see the barrier heal or the cleanse heal in the bot lane duo, but this time they're going to go over the heal exhaust. So not full-on defensive there in the bot lane. Still potential for some aggression if there is a gank in their favor, or if they want to turn around such, you know, maybe they're getting a counter gank here and they want to turn that around. They still have that potential. So kind of an interesting decision there. As we still got another 2 minutes or so here on that spectator delay, but it is a best of 5. We are starting very late, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. I can't imagine all you guys will stay all the way till the end. It's going to be late for me. It's going to be late for you, wherever you are. It doesn't matter what time zone you're in. So appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging out with us, and excited for the series. I hope you guys are too. And hopefully we all get to see some great League of Legends. Not the finals, but the semifinals we saw earlier this week was, you know, fantastic. So excited to see another great series. I'd imagine these guys will put on. Hopefully Lane Zero can make it back to those finals and prove that maybe some of the older, well, I guess it's only been a season. Can I even say older players? Some of the older players can still do it. But a lot of spicy picks to start things off here in our first game. The Conqueror has really enabled Olaf to become a pretty dominant laner in the top lane. It's always one of those champions that, when played in the top lane, can be really impressive with those constant axes coming out. But with Conqueror, he's so tough to deal with. And Nico, you know, she has some, you know, speed up, some hard CC to try and kite him, but, you know, once he gets level 6 in the Ragnarok, she doesn't really have a way to escape. No true, like, long-range dash or anything, so that could be tough for her. Still, though, if she does get rolling on this thing, it's going to be tough for the Olaf to, you know, get pressure in that lane, right, because of that significant range advantage. She can harass him a lot early. So both these guys could face difficult situations. You know, Klein and the sub, either one could win this lane and make things very difficult in the side lane for whichever one loses that. Still could be an AP Nico. I'm saying on hit. I haven't even seen the runes yet. But it's more likely on it because she is top side. But still, there have been AP Nikos in the top lane, and they just kind of transition into a more siege poke, a variety of a team comp. But that's not really what they're going for based on the rest of their champions. So we'll see what happens here. But, you know, top lane, just one of the many matchups in this game here. Still got to focus on, you know, the other ones, right? We got a Zed coming through here, which we haven't seen a ton of, but when we have seen Zed in the Sugar Free League, it has been, it has been just so incredibly powerful. It's just try and swap over here. It's been so incredibly powerful. Pretty much every Zed game I've seen in the Sugar Free League has been one where the person playing Zed has gotten either close to or achieved double-digit kills and just been such a dominating force in the game here. And up against a Veigar, I think that's a pretty good matchup. Obviously, the cage can make things difficult for certain assassins, but with Zed and his ability to go untargetable and sort of in the blink ability, the ability to get through the cage, which a lot of other assassins don't have, like Talon doesn't have, that can make his life a lot easier here. And it is a Glacial Augment Nico, so still not sure. I assume this would indicate more of an AP Nico variant then. In that... Alright. Get the zoom out going. And then we should be good to go here. Gonna be tough to spectate and commentate all at once, but we'll do our best here to keep you guys in the action. Let me know if I need to change the volume on the game, turn up, turn it down. Hopefully I've enabled the music. I have, so you guys can listen to that. But anything you guys just say in chat, and I'll adjust the volumes if need be. With that said, we're off and running out of the fountain. First game, both sides fanning out in a 5-point stance. Rutledge venturing into this brush here in the river. Klein coming in to help out. Olaf, a good level 1 champion, but looks like no shenanigans afoot so far. Nautilus, again, he's a, any champion with a hook level 1 can be big, but neither side looking to do anything crazy, it seems. Should just be a few wards placed, and then everyone will back out. To start things off, I'd assume. It's Heckram venturing over, but unlikely they'll find anything. Here comes the Nico, the sub. Little dance. They're staying awfully long here. If he stays any longer, he'll miss that red buff spawn, so Pure Acid is going to run away and head over to that red buff. But now a hook starting things off, sitting at desk, procs that aftershock, gets a lot of damage on a Papa Skips. And the sub going to face check this brush there with a clone. Does mean he will start the laning phase a little bit less damage, a little bit less presence in lane, but a useful tool to check that brush, make sure nothing fishy is going on, and make sure they can get that ward down, which can be key, for jungling early on. Fallen definitely at a disadvantage here in the 1v1 early on. That's sort of the nature of Fallen, though. He plays a lot of tanks and champions that generally are not suited to the 1v1 early on. So that's he's kind of used to that one, and obviously Lane Zero's teammates can be used to dealing with that as well. But Papa Skips, all right, after being chunked out level 1 already, he's probably gonna have to use a potion, and at least 1, maybe 2 here. As here come the axes raining down. Klein, already starting off, hits the clone that time though. That axe hit the wrong target. But yeah, the Conqueror, once it gets stacked up, he can just kind of run you down. A Glacial Augment. Nico, again, not sure where this is going. I'd assume it's AP if he's doing Glacial Augment, and he's going to do a Glacial Augment build like Hex GLP and Twin Shadows, but I don't really know. I haven't seen the Glacial Augment Nico very much yet. It's kind of funny. I've been doing so much casting recently that I have not been keeping up with the new updates to League of Legends, so kind of funny in that way that I'm doing so much stuff with League of Legends that I'm not actually keeping up with the game and the new stuff that's being added, but don't have knowledge of this build yet. Still nothing crazy going on so far. Both junglers farming it out. The Heckram not looking for any ganks. Fallen, he's also played very conservatively here, but now he's looking to make something happen in the top side. Klein, gonna throw an axe, but Fallen with a slow resistance will charge forward, and Klein gonna be forced to flash away. Heckram looking in for the gank here as we get a fight bot side. Papa Skips, the Knight goes down, they find the first blood. Indigo with the kill. Pigeon, now he's gonna have to flash away. The heal also used. The Q will miss. Sub now in a bit of trouble. He'll flash away underneath his turret there. Fallen as well will get away to safety. And looks like we have a DC, so a little pause coming through. Someone crashed. Looks like the Zed may have, so I'm just going to swap over here and go for... just adjust things here.
A summoner has reconnected.
Alright, looks like we have him reconnecting, so we should be resuming shortly. I think? Who knows? But a bit of action to start things off. First blood for lane 0, Blizzard, in that bot side. Papa Skips was getting pretty low there. Died without using either summoner spell. Still has the flash and the exhaust. But dying to that level advantage there. Level 3 was reached for Indigo and sitting at desk, and Papa Skips was walked a little bit too far up. Paid the price that time. Goes down. And gives over first blood there to Indigo, picking up the 400 gold. Gonna help out the Varus as well. Here we go. Now we're getting back into it. Alright, we're back. Literally as we get back, we lag a little bit. But that's fine. Ignore it. For now, we're all good here. But unsuccessful gank topside for either jungler. Only the play in the bot lane that really comes out to a kill. Just Ignite used there, and Pigeon had to use both his summoner spells. So LZBLZ definitely getting the better edge of that one. As Fallen and the sub both had to use the flashes, but they traded Ghost and Flash on Client and Pure Acid. So a slight advantage, right, because you're taking Ghost on Pure Acid, but yeah, both sides trade pretty evenly there. Will be AP Nico, unless this is like a weird Nashor's first build or something. Or I guess it could be Razorly first still, but I'd assume that this is going to be an AP Nico build. Kind of interesting that you'd build AP Nico into an Olaf, because you're going to be really squishy. And that feels like you're asking to get run over. I guess the plan is that perhaps you will not be in the side lane by the time the Olaf is ready to just run over you. And you're going to be grouped more. And the Zed will be dealing with the Olaf on the side lane, or you just simply won't be dealing with the Olaf at all. But the sub is the only one with TP, so he kind of has to be the one to go to the bot lane, right? In case, you know, when Baron's up, or top lane when Drag's up, right? So we'll see. As for I think who will win, well, I predicted Paragon 5 in our last semifinal match. I said Paragon 5 in 5 games. I was right in who won, but Paragon 5 took it in 4. For this match, I think Lane 0 is gonna win. I think Lane 0 is gonna take it in 4. Now that probably means that Lane 0 will take it in 3 based on the previous results, but I think Lane 0 is gonna take it. Oh, as I say that, I completely forgot to change the font size here. I always do this. I'll fix it up here. Select font and get that down. Let's do it more. There we go. Okay. Now you can see the whole acronym for Lane 0. Not very nice because they have like 5-letter acronyms. But there you go. I fixed it. Fallen will never. Fallen probably doesn't even watch these. He won't yell at me. Papa Skip's getting aggressive again, though. Takes a lot of damage back for that one. Went for the boots first, he did Papa Skips. Good mobility, but now he has no potions available. No defensive stats or anything, but I appreciate you asking my opinion. Nice to know that someone respects my opinion. Or at least pities me enough to ask. Either way, Tooler's taking it to Rutledge there. Rutledge, you know, he's holding steady in CS there. Only down a wave or so. But Tooler with that health advantage, now with level 6. Yeah, Rutledge is going to have to leave that lane and come back another time. And as a result, Tooler going to take a bit of a bigger lead there. In that creep score department. As more trading up topside. I don't think they're going to stop hitting each other for a very long time. It will be a Cloud Dragon early on. Nice for Hecarim, but not really a big priority for either side. Like, it's nice, but no reason in wasting time over it if you don't have to. Oh, now Tooler going in. He's found Pure Acid. The Death Mark going to come through. Here comes the cage, but Tooler able to dodge out. He actually comes back and stunned up. Pure Acid going to be saved here. Tooler going to have to be forced to flash away. Now Fallen coming in to help out. Rotation from both supports, but no one goes down in the end. Tooler blows both summoner spells. Acid the Ghost. But in the end, Acid does not die. Will pick up the Raptors as well. And it looks like he's going to stay for red. That could be pretty risky with Fallen on the prowl here. And Fallen looking towards this bot side. The Hecarim is in on the red buff right now. Now we get a gank bottom. And that Pigeon, he's got no flash. Down he goes. Very nice play. Great gank setup. Sitting at desk, uses both summoner spells, but finds the perfect gank setup there. Fallen comes in, and then they cash in, getting another kill there onto Indigo. And Cloud Drake, again, still up. Looks like they're just going to stay bot side here for the Scuttle is Fallen. Not going to start up this Dragon. Just going to have Indigo and Sitting at desk push in this wave here. And then head back here. They got a decent amount of gold here in inventory. Not a crazy terrible amount, but enough to get a few more items here. Yeah, this Lestai is not casting, but yeah. Well, other guy. The other one. But now they are going to go for the Cloud Drake, it looks like. No one here to contest. They should get this with relative ease. Fallen with the smite. Papa Skip's looking for the steal. And, oh, nope, they're going to get it anyway. Here comes the Ragnarok being dropped down here. Klein looking for the kill. The sub in trouble. No flash, and he's going to get it. Klein, the solo kill on the top side, gets boots too, and he comes, just runs straight at the sub here. No damage items of any kind, unless you count Corrupting Potion, I suppose. And a solo kill there. I mean, that's kind of what I was worried about there with the Nico. Just has no way to get away from him. And a great, Sitting at desk, great hook. Here comes the Chains of Corruption, and Papa Skip's down for the count once again. Second death of the game here. Pigeon, he's got flash, used the heal, but was not able to save Papa Skips. And now the dive might come in. Sitting at desk still has his ultimate. Might just throw out the dredge line. Oh, nope, gonna back off here. Fallen coming down as well. Pigeon knows to stay far enough away. Wave gonna dissipate though, and Pigeon will make his way back up here to try and keep his tower up as best as possible. And looks like they're going to stay around for a few more plates. Zed is roaming. Tuller is in the jungle here. So potential for him to come in and help out with the dive, but Klein has made his way all the way from top lane. Will mean that Klein loses a huge wave to that top lane turret. Pure Acid, though, looking for the sub. Gets rooted up here. Pure Acid, going to use the clone. Relich now in trouble. The Deathmark comes through. Tuller dodges out in the stun. Beautiful play by Tuller. Throws out a few more Qs, and he finds the kill. First kill of the game for Tuller. I doubt he's done with that, too. Going to get the blue buff for his troubles, and now Pure Acid holding the wave up on the top, so we'll actually shove this back in because they sent Klein down to the bottom side to help out that bot lane that was struggling throughout this early game. And now the sub, again, he's gone for this AP build. Interesting to see where he's going to go with it. He's gone for the Glacial Augment, so you expect Hextech GLP, but still a few options for him. I've seen people go for Glacial Augment and not buy any Glacial Augment, items. Or just buy the one, not buy either. So they'll buy like Hextech GLP, but not the Twin Shadows, or they'll buy Twin Shadows, but not the Hextech GLP. So it's kind of interesting. Everyone's got their own little take on it. But Relich, I assume he's going to do a similar thing here and go for his Hextech GLP. But usually what Relich does is he goes for Hextech GLP and then he goes for like Death Cap or something. But Sitting at desk is now found Papa Skips again in the brush. Sejuani is here, Fallen, looking for a gank, but Indigo not quite ready. He's coming back out of base, and he's only got the boots one, albeit the magical boots. So he's got a little bit extra movement speed, but not quite able to get back to lane very fast. The Mobi was already purchased for Sitting at desk because he's got he can move to lane a lot faster. But complete bot side vision control is available now. A few defensive wards, though, in their jungle are saving wasted potential at the moment from the potential of a dive. Good ward in the tri-brush as well as on the red buff brush right next to it. And now, with the priority, Indigo and Sitting at desk move over to find the tri- Oh, no! Papa Skips! That's not the right place to go. Face checks it, and Indigo hits the Chains of Corruption. Sitting at desk, all he's got to do is press a few buttons to follow up. Point and click that time. Didn't even require him hitting a hook. And another kill on the Papa Skips. Third of the game here. Pure Acid ganking. Sub with a good ultimate. Going to get a lot of damage back. The tower shot will not kill Klein. Pure Acid also survives another tower shot. The sub comes out just fine. Gets the flash out of Klein as well here. Pure Acid didn't use anything on that gank. Didn't even have a chance to. Looks like not Dustblade first for Tuller. He went for the Yomus. Gives him some more roaming ability as well as, just the ability to get back to lane faster. And the active is nice to track down your opponent. And here he goes again. He's tracking him down this time. Rutledge in trouble. Triple Q lands. Oh, he tries the ultimate back, but Tuller flashes in. Finds the last auto he needs, and down he goes. The death mark pops. And so does Rutledge there. Didn't have the flash, didn't have the barrier quite off cooldown. Tuller didn't even need Ignite to get that kill. Needed flash, though. I guess that's probably even more important. Cinderhulk being completed now for the Sejuani. Pure Acid, though, not going for the Warrior. Went for the Phage. Maybe a little bit... not quite up to date on the builds. Hecarim usually goes for Warrior nowadays and then into Triforce. The old Hecarim build was you just get the jungle item, the basic one, and then you'd build Triforce and then like Cinderhulk after that. But now everyone's going for Warrior because of Conqueror. Everyone just wants the damage. But now you've got two fed carries, Tuller and Indigo, both, you know, several kills ahead and sitting at good CS numbers. So they're doing a very good job. And on the other side, Pigeon, he's only got the one death, but he's only behind, you know, a wave of CS, but he's bought this Cull. He's got the Stormrazor now, but a bunch of his gold is sort of trapped in this Cull. He's just really not that strong. But oh, good ultimate by Pure Acid brings Tuller back in. Gets stuns him up, and oh, the shutdown. There goes Rutledge, finding his first kill of the game. Gets revenge on his lane opponent here. Sitting at desk, looking for a potential play, but is not able to find the hook, and Chains of Corruption sit idly there. Indigo not using those in the last fight. Another cage goes down and Fallen. He's found the engage here. They're going in, the sub. Looking onto Pure Acid. They're trying to get him down first. They find the... Oh, no, the Conqueror saves him for a moment, but Indigo finds the kill in the end with the sub finishing him off. And now sitting at desk, flashes forward, finds the root here. Papa Skip's also in trouble. Oh, he might just get away. A little bit of a speed up here, but Fallen going to follow here and find the kill with his flail. Papa Skip's having a rough early game today as Indigo didn't use the Chain of Corruption last fight, but that time it paid off. Very nice engage there from Fallen, followed up by sitting at desk, and then the damage came through the sub. Tuller and Indigo all doing, well, the sub, Tuller was already dead, but I guess he did his part to get rid of cooldowns. That's his job. He absorbed cooldowns by dying. That's exactly what you want your Zed mid lane to do. It's how Yasuos are always useful, right? They get rid of cooldowns because people have to kill them over and over while they split push brainlessly. It's a 200 IQ strat you don't understand. But now with full map control, LZBLZ, they've got a second Cloud Drake here, but Tuller has eyes on another kill. Oh my god, that was just 2 Qs, and Papa Skip's already down to a third of his health. Oh boy, that really starting to add up. All that lethality. He's got the Yilmos and a second serrated Dirk here. Now Indigo and sitting at desk, perhaps looking for this turret, but I don't feel they quite have the damage to take that one out yet. Even when they can, they're not going to walk up. Just feel it's a bit too risky. Don't know where the Hecarim is. As Blue Buff will be handed over by Fallen here to Tuller. Tuller will level up on his lane opponent. Fallen even in levels with the enemy jungler here. Everyone else even in levels. Papa Skip's down, though, on the support, so... A little bit of an experience deficit there in the mid and support positions for Waves Potential, but other than that, pretty even. Gold, though, a different story. Here as Tuller going in on Rutledge, flashes away. He's trying to follow, finds a death mark. Rutledge should go down, right? He ends up getting the kill there, but actually does not die. The flash away, Rutledge bought enough time. Turret gonna go down here on the bot side, though. And, oh, a great ultimate from Fallen, and everything gonna be thrown down here. Pigeon gonna go fall. Papa Skips, he's too slow to run away. Another double kill in the bot side here for Indigo. In exchange, they are giving up this mid turret. But another big win for them in the bot side, and Indigo is starting to really rack up these kills here. Tuller looked to be a menacing threat, but now they've shut him down. But in doing so, they've opened up the door for Indigo to get really fed. Of course you want the late game AD carry, but now the sub in trouble. He's going to use the ultimate. Going to buy some time. The shield providing a little bit of defenses. Pure asking to dodge on that hook, sitting at death still, running. He's going to find the root with the auto, falling, going to charge into the cage, gets stunned up. The flail's going to miss. Pure Acid, he's got the Ignite on him, and he will go down before he's able to gobble up the Honey Fruit, sitting at desk. Oh, well, one auto and an Ignite takes him down. Very, very nice. I think that kill in the hacker room, totally worth, right? As Tuller coming in. Rutledge, okay, he's dead. And Tuller's fine. So that's where we're at now. Tuller kills him very fast. No armor being purchased up. Not even a Seekers. No Ninja Tabi for Rutledge. He's going straight for the Twin Shadows. And he's got those 2 items, but he dies incredibly quickly. Same thing with the Kaisa. She's actually gone for Merc Treads to try and deal with the Sejuani, all the CC from the Nautilus and the Varus. But in doing so, he's opened himself up to the actual damage from Indigo and Tuller that he's going to receive. So that's kind of the issue. Rageblade going to be on the table soon, as Rift Herald will go over here to Klein. Just sold that as the top laner, it looked like. Get the Empowered Recall as well. Hecarim literally farming Krugs while his top laner takes Rift Herald. I wish if I played jungle, that's what my top laner did. That would be fantastic. I get to farm Krugs while you do the objective. But some more vision being cleared out. The sub being sent down into this bottom side here. Again, he's in a long lane, and I worry with no flash if Klein will just run him down. But the 3-man unit of lane 0 here, the bot lane with the jungler, are just moving around and are very hard to stop. Basically impossible, you know, unless you send more than 3 members here to answer them. Lane 0 are just very strong with this trio. Yeah, it looks like Rageblade is available. So that's why Indigo is backing here to pick that one up. But continuing to get rid of wards on their way. Now I've reached the 18-minute mark. The gold lead sitting about 5,000 gold. Which is a pretty meaningful gold lead for 18 minutes, but it's certainly not an unclimbable cliff face of a gold lead. That mountain is very much scalable for them. I mean, they have an advantage here with Klein. He's really not easy to answer Klein right now. Tuller can maybe outplay him in the 1v1 with Ignite. He's up a level and he's got a lot of damage, but I worry that Klein will just kind of run at him and kill him. It's kind of the trademark of an Olaf. Still, Klein is the one to back off here. Tuller going to continue to shove the waves in bot side as lane 0 continues trying to get something mid lane here by just shoving in these waves, and Pigeon and Rutledge have been able to fend them off for now. How long that will last, though, is unclear. As the sub, a little Hextech GLP action. Little Glacial Augment on Glacial Augment here. (13-4) in kills as well here. Lane 0 firmly in control of this game 1. I predicted 3-1. I feel pretty confident now after seeing this first game. So Lane 0 better not let me down here. Otherwise they're going to make me look like an idiot for believing in them. I can't look like an idiot. I've never looked like an idiot before, and oh no, the sub! He goes down, our charge in by the Hecarim, but now he's going to get stunned up and taken down by himself. Tuller, he's already found the support. Now looking for the AD carry. Knockup comes through from the Nautilus, and Tuller going to grab the kill here. Fallen taking up the turret for his buddies. 3 kills in exchange for 1. Rift will be summoned bot side by Klein to try and get something back for that. That was a big swing for lane 0 here. They're going to be able to take out this mid lane turret to even up the score there in the mid lane. Tuller sent back to deny this Rift Herald push from Klein, and he will do just that. Lane 0 continue to push, though, in the mid lane here, looking at the inner turret. Poppyskip's the only one left here to try and clear out these minions. 5 deaths for him so far this game, 3 for his AD carry. That is Pigeon, who is trying to make his way towards the Rageblade, but he's so far behind Indigo right now, as Tuller will destroy that Rift Herald. And as holding off Klein for now, this turret is starting to get low on health, though. Tuller, that's what I'm talking about. He's just getting run down by this Olaf. It's hard for Tuller to just kind of one-combo him, especially without Ignite. Sub charging ahead, trying to find Klein. Catching him in the side lane could be nice. The sub finds the route. Tuller continuing to come in, but here comes the Ragnarok. The sub getting dangerously low. Flashes in. Klein will find the kill, but Tuller trades one back. A flash and ultimate used. The sub flashes well, but Tuller picks up the kill. That's an okay trade, but not great per se. Of course, is this AP Nico with the full Glacial Augment, so kind of an interesting build. As Indigo to check the brush here with a piercing arrow. Lane 0 Should win any 5v5 in theory. As Pure Acid with a good smite steal. We'll get that Scuttle Crab away. And has a second charge for the Dragon, so they do go for it. He has the potential to steal. Especially aided with his Scuttle Crab vision now, but they're going to start the Infernal. This is a bit risky. It's a 50-50. Fallen is actually down a level, so Pure Acid actually has a slight advantage here on the smite fight. Lane 0 might have to turn off this one. Charging in, the steal comes through. Pure Acid gets the steal. The sub going in. Well, Tooler finds the backline, though. He's ulting onto Pigeon. Pigeon tries to dash away, but Tooler has done a lot of damage. Pigeon will survive just barely. Fallen chasing, gets a double kill, finding the Hecarim. But the Infernal Dragon was stolen. Stub continuing on the chase. Pigeon flashes away. Will survive for now, but looks like... Oh, the Ragnarok Climb will get the kill in the end. The Conqueror healing saved him. It allowed him to take down the sub there. But in the end, Lane 0 win the fight. 4 for 1. Still, though, they get the Dragon, steal the Infernal. A big victory here. Could give them the potential to come back in this one. If they extend this game for another 10-15 minutes, that Infernal could prove fatal for Lane 0. But so far, Lane 0 have looked very good. And I don't intend to let this game go to that state. Gonna push in the bot side here. Tooler gonna take his blue buff once again and actually gonna back off. Not gonna overextend. Probably a wise decision here. So Lane 0 come out with another team fight win here. 21-7 in kills, 3-1 in kills is the ratio right now. Wasted potential significantly behind in that. Ardent Sensor was rush Papa Skips, but that means he's got no defensives. And Tooler has found another kill there onto Papa Skips. It's hardly worth talking, like getting excited about now, because he's died 7 times, and it feels like 5 or 6 of those have just been Tooler walking at him, and just a couple Qs and an auto just kind of kill him. He's paper thin at this point. He's also building Merc Treads here to try and deal with all the CC that he's facing, but in doing so, he's given up any hope at building armor to stop Tooler, which is one of his biggest concerns right now. And now the Baron is going to be started up. And Indigo does Baron pretty fast here, and with 2 tanks, this is a pretty safe Baron take, but they do have to be worried about a potential steal. Pure Acid has already stolen the Dragon here, and he's still up a level. Good Death Mark will dodge the fear, but Pure Acid, he's got help from Rutledge, and he will get the kill. The R button pressed, and down he goes. They're going to have to call this Baron play off. Still 4,000 health left on the Baron. It will regenerate, but a pick given over. Tooler going down for the 3rd time in the game. 6-0-8 on this Varus. Indigo is still very strong, but they have to be careful about this Hecarim and this Rutledge, making a big play in the back line with an ultimate or a charge from that Hecarim. The poke being exchanged here. As well as some wave clear, but Lane 0 back off. Everyone's okay. No one going down. Baron control was given over, so some wards have been placed in the meantime, but those will be cleared out as soon as everyone from Wasted Potential backs out of the river here. Many wards, though, to clear up. They may not get them all. 4 wards in a very small vicinity. Now, sitting at desk will not find all the wards that are in the line brush, as well as the one beyond the wall there. We will find all the control wards, though, which is very nice. Those wards really only give slight vision and the potential to TP behind for climb, but that's not up for a while. The sub and climb both have similar TP timings. You're the sub aggroing the Baron here to do a lot of damage. And now, oh no, Klein's in trouble. The Ragnarok used, but he just might go down to Baron damage. No, the shield going to come through. Bob Skips will save him for now. Big cooldown burn, though. And now, oh, Rutledge in trouble. The flash forward. Zonies will be used here, but it's only going to buy a little time before he goes down. In the end, Indigo goes godlike. He actually took a lot of damage there from Rutledge before he went down, which means that this Baron take might be a little bit harder because Indigo, well, he could heal up off the Baron, but the Baron still will do a lot of DPS to him. He won't heal up as much as he would like. Looks like we're going to back out here. Papa Skips and Pure Acid looking to try and get in here from this side. The speed up, Pure Acid, he's going in. But he went in too early. 8,000 health still left in the Baron. No chance for a steal, and an immediate collapse. The sub uses the ultimate. They find the kill. A 3rd kill here off the back of that team fight. And now it looks like Lane 0 are poised to take this Baron here at 26 minutes in. The sub trying to zone out Klein as the rest of his team does Baron here. Indigo firing away, able to heal up enough to make this Baron play comfortable. Fallen Artemis sitting does all will back. Tooler going to join them. And the sub going to push in the wave before he makes his trip back to base here. And now Fallen and Indigo, the last ones remaining with 0 deaths in this game here. A fantastic Baron play for them. They played that one much better than their first attempt at Baron, where they had Tooler zoning, and then he just kind of got caught out and died, and they were forced off it. But this time, they do a much better job setting up the Baron more methodically and are able to win the fight. Spear of Shojin completed now after the Black Cleaver now for Klein, though. This is a big pickup for him. All that CDR, he's at 40% CDR, plus all that cooldown reduction from Spear of Shojin when you ult just makes him a monstrosity there with the Conqueror. Should be pretty hard for anyone to answer him in the side lane, as it has been throughout this game. Zappy Nico didn't do great in lane, but she's found her niche in the team fight with the CC she brings. The AoE damage has been very helpful for them. As Pure Acid looking for the steal, he's got Smite. Gonna go over? Nah. Gonna have to head right back out. Did not get the steal. The Smite goes over to Fallen this time. That's their first Mountain Dragon, but I think they like that one. Now that they're in control of the map, they have Baron buff. A Mountain Dragon is exactly what they wanted. Gonna get its full effect immediately here as Rutledge trying to clear out some of the minions. Triforce completed for Pure Acid alongside Cinderhulk, but that's just one item, and he's significantly behind. And from where he needs to be to be that ultra strong Hecarim. Cage gonna come down. Fallen gonna dodge on that one though. A bunch of slow zones coming through here. Oh no, they found Rutledge. He's getting bounced around like a bouncy castle. Pure Acid as well receives the treatment, but the sub will die to the turret on the way out here. A 1-for-1 trade here. Top laner for mid laner, but I think you want that as lane 0 because Rutledge is the vast majority of the wave clear at this stage in the game here. Pigeon trying to do his best, but Tuller is threatening him in the backline all the while. Indigo firing away here on the inhib should break home this bot lane inhib. We'll see if they rotate to mid. That seems to be the plan here. They'll walk over. A few words gonna be cleared out on the way over as well. Now they turn their sights to the mid lane. Papa skips again, taking a big chunk for Tuller. 5 levels up. Tuller is 5 levels ahead of Papa skips right now. That seems to be a concerning amount, I would imagine. 5 level 15, 1 level below Tuller, who is the highest in the game right now. A few wards gonna be placed, and Tuller's actually now in trouble. Gonna have to use a shadow to hop away. A few shurikens thrown back as well to slow down any pursuers, but no one gonna give chase. Well, 30 minutes in almost, a little bit shy, but lane 0 in full control of this game. 54,000 gold to 45,000. Just shy of 10,000 goldie here for lane 0. A significant margin. It's still at 30 minutes. They are definitely where they want to be here. A lot of armor pen invested for Tuller. Triple lethality item plus the Last Whisper armor pen here. He's not gone for Block Cleaver. He hasn't gone for CDR and health and utility. He's gone for damage. He's looking to kill people. Rutledge has gone for the zonies, but with all his armor pen, it shouldn't matter. Same thing with Klein. He's gotten into toppies, but it shouldn't matter. He's all health mostly. And it's Pure Acid. He's looking for an engage, but he's going to get stopped short by Fallen Artemis. Knocked up. Here comes the cage. Will stun Fallen Artemis. Pure Acid as well stunned on the other side. He will. Nope. He's able to be saved by Lulu for now. A few autos raining down the sub. Going to find a double stun here with his ultimate. Papa skips in trouble. He flashes up but goes down. Oh, Fear in the backline, but no, a double kill for Indigo. And oh, a dash in for Pigeon, but that's way too deep. Rutledge going to use zonies to buy some time. A triple kill for Indigo and a quadra kill for Indigo. This might just be the end of the game as Nico TPs through the bot lane. An ace comes through for Indigo. Not the pentakill, but a quadra. That's good enough for him as that'll secure the win for his team. As everyone makes their way to the Nexus to finish off this game. And what a way to do it. A big win here at the 30-minute mark. A dominating performance of Lane 0 in Game 1, showing they mean business this series. They are not to be messed with. Just going to take the score. And then switch the scene. And there we go. Game 1 over to Lane 0 Blizzard. Wow, they took that one in a dominant fashion. I'm feeling even better about my prediction after that first game. I definitely like where my head was at when I first made that. Just gonna see what the deal is if we're gonna hop right into the second game here. But we'll take a short break here. Like I said, Been talking a lot, so just going to be a quick second here. Going to get a drink of water, and then we'll probably be back in just a couple minutes. So stick around, listen to some music. We'll be back in like a minute or two, and I'll let you know what the deal is. Okay, we're back here for game 2. Lane 0 Blizzard up 1-0. Gonna be on the blue side this time. So switching things up. Well, Wave's potential switching things up. Lane 0 probably happy to run back that first game here. But this time they get the first pick, so we'll see what they want to get with that here. Is Nunu going to be banned again, so Fallen not going to have that option. But Vladimir also, Lane 0 taking that one away. Has been a tough champion to deal with. He's just so the Sanguine pool makes him so tough to deal with. It's hard to punish him. By ganking him, it's hard to deal with him in team fights. It's so difficult to deal with here. So it's just a very powerful champion. And unless you can pick a dominant laner that can prevent him from scaling and really stop him hard, then it's really not something you can even think about stopping. You just kind of have to survive it and hope you can win fights despite it. But Rise gonna join the ban table as Morgana was Lane 0's ban as well. So both sides varied approach here, not banning out just one player this time. But couple bot lanes that I didn't even touch on. We have a couple different bot lanes that are kind of common right now. Well, semi-common, that aren't traditional bot lanes, like, an AD carry and a support. We have Pantheon, Taliyah, Taric, Sona, but neither team seems to want to play those. If we see them, I'll explain, them a bit more in detail and what the goal is. But I don't think either side's going to play them this series. To be perfectly honest, none of the teams seems to have any priority on it. But Galio first pick here. Very interesting. Trundle ban as well here. After this, Sejuani was the last ban there, but kind of interesting that Galio is the first pick here. Jarvan's still available. Pure Ass is going to take the Rek'Sai first. I would feel like you kind of feel compelled to take the Jarvan away from them if they're going to first pick the Galio. But leaving that option up here for Fallen. I believe the reason they banned the Sejuani here, Waste Potential, was that they saw the Trundle ban and they knew Fallen Arms was gearing up to pick Sejuani again. So they wanted to ban away Sejuani because Lane Zero had just banned away the counter there. But Nautilus going to join the Rek'Sai there on Wasted Potential's squad. So they've gone for a very, very interesting draft here. Galio first pick is not something I've seen in a long time since, Galio was a mid laner. You know what I mean? When he was that was what his job was. But Skarner going to be the pick here alongside the Galio. I could definitely see why that could be a good combo. So instead of the Jarvan, the classic Cataclysm, Hero's Entrance combo, they're going to go with the Skarner-Galio combo, which basically means that if you don't have a QSS, you die to the Skarner suppression. Assuming Galio, obviously, Galio obviously has to be in range and hold up. But if those two things are true, you're kind of just dead. So that means QSS is definitely going to have to be purchased even sooner than, most Skarner games, right? Like you can't bypass it at any point. You got to get one item and then you got to get QSS. Otherwise, you're just going to die for free a lot. As Kaisa going to be locked in here after Pigeon sees Indigo going for the Sivir. He's like, all right, I'll go for Kaisa. So Sivir Galio, the option. Kaisa, actually interesting pick here into the Galio. Vayne has been a common pick into the Galio to condemn him away while he's charging up the taunt or when he's going for the Justice Punch. It has been sort of the one, not the hard counter necessarily, but one of the champions that has been used to, be good into Gallium. As Kennen again going to be banned here. Yes, sir. And Mastery Teemo again. Those are two bans. Waste Potential lost 2 bans, so they're just throwing out random champions. Well, not random. I guess they're banning Mastery Teemo every game because they know Lane Zero is not going to play him. But 2 Yordles going to be banned by Lane Zero and the Gnar and the Kennen. So trying to get Klein onto something else. Get the sub a better matchup. The Olaf was played last game in the top side, and it was an Olaf versus a Nico. Very interesting matchup here, but they're going to save counter pick for Klein. Very interesting. They go with a blind pick Vel'Koz in the mid lane. That seems very, very dangerous here, especially with Tuller Arding having shown an assassin. I feel like this Vel'Koz may be in for a bit of a rough ride, and they might just run back the Zed pick. That is it. You showed the Zed game 1. You showed an assassin. You know he could play an assassin. He's going to play an assassin. Blinding Vel'Koz, I don't know if that's the best idea. This seems bad. I think Tuller's going to have another big game. And Ornn could be the last pick here. This is a blind Ornn, of course. And this is the cost, right, of getting the pick for Klein. They wanted to get Klein a counter pick, but they get counter pick themselves by blind picking this Vel'Koz. But in order to make that worth it, you got to make this blind pick of yours worth it, or this counter pick of yours worth it as well, to punish this Ornn blind. They're going to go with a Camille for Klein up in the top side here. It's going to be Nautilus support once again, not AP Nautilus in the mid lane or top lane or anything. So we're going to go back to this moment, I think, at the end of this game and say, was it worth it? Was giving Tuller Zed into a Vel'Koz, no less, worth it in order to get Camille onto an Ornn? Was that worth it? At this moment, I think no, it's not. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I think this is not good for wasted potential. I think bot lane and jungle matchups are fine. I'd take those. I think Rek'Sai is great. But the soul lanes do not seem worth it to me. I like Camille into Ornn, but it does not seem worth it to me to get Camille into Ornn in exchange for Zed into Vel'Koz. That seems very much like a bad trade to me. I worry for Rutledge. He's already experienced Tuller killing him over and over again. We'll see what they can do. The good news, they forced them into an all-ID comp. They kind of baited them into that. Ornn and Skarner and Galio, the only magic damage, but they're not really damage sources here. But if it's like anything like game 1, that's not really a problem because lane 0 kind of snowballed out of control before that mattered anyway. And now we got that Spectre delay once again. And yeah, no way to delay that, so. Or delay that. No way to stop that delay. Indeed. The waste potential's topside should be stronger, I agree. Rek'Sai, Camille into Skarner Ornn. Very good matchup. But Zed Vel'Koz is a terrible matchup for Vel'Koz. And based on what happened last game, like I think that was really... Tuller just snowballed the game, and then they were playing around bot set anyway. Like Sejuani, like when Fallen had Sejuani, he was just going bot lane anyway. They clearly their focus has been to, at least in game 1, was to Tuller was solo killing his opponent and roaming bot side. Every time Tuller left lane, he walked into the enemy jungle on the bot side, or he walked down the river. And Sejuani was constantly pathing to the bot side. That was their plan all along. Now, obviously, that might change. Now you have a Galio in the bot lane instead of a Nautilus, so it's a little bit different. You have a Sivir instead of a Varus. Things can change, but I think this is fine. And while your top side is stronger for wasted potential, it is no guarantee you gain advantages off it. Especially when it's a Camille Rek'Sai. If this were Camille Jace, I'd feel better because I think that Jace is more guaranteed to get advantages in Toon Ornn. He's more guaranteed to get plating, right? Whereas Camille, she's a melee champion. She can't really siege and take plates like Jace can. Or harass Yorn out of lane as well. You know what I mean? Because of the type of champion she is. Now, granted, she scales better and has threat under the 80 carry later in the game. But I don't know. I feel like this is a bit risky. Giving over this Zed. And Camille has seen so many nerfs, and she's got some buffs recently. But yeah, she just does not seem the champion to me to snowball this game and be a big pivotal point for them, either split pushing the side lane or being a big threat in the back line in the team fights. So we'll see what can be done here. But I like lane 0 once again here in game 2. They're my predicted winners. I'm sticking with it. I'm not changing my mind. I did say them in 4, so if my prediction is to hold true, I do need them to lose a game. So maybe this is it, but I don't think it is. Okay, just gonna load in here. Gonna switch up the labels real quick as well, because I gotta change the freaking font size every time. You know how it is. I love it. I love it. Okay, I think everything's all good now. I think. Who knows? Alright. Game's still loading. Well, we should be hopping in real soon. Nothing crazy in Keystones. So shouldn't be any surprises when we load in. Predator Skarner, but that's, you expected that, so. Comet on the Vel'Koz, no Glacial Augment on the Vel'Koz. I guess that is one thing to note, if you wanna talk about that. But the Glacial Augment didn't work out for them last game anyway when they played the Veigar. Honestly, Veigar seems better than Vel'Koz in this matchup. Like, I feel like I'd rather have Veigar into Zed than Vel'Koz into Zed, because at least with Vel'Koz, or at least with Veigar, you have the potential to just put the cage on top of yourself and stun the Zed and walk away. But With Volkaz, you can like, yeah, you can use your Naka, but it feels like a lot less reliable to me.
30
But
seconds until minions spawn.
I'm no expert on the mages in the mid lane, so what do I know? But now, hold on, I got distracted. We gotta play, oh, mid lane. Sitting at desk, flashes in, finds Piraz the hook, onto sitting at desk though. Klein comes in with a hook shot. Tuller, he's getting low, he's gonna have to flash away. The sub, he's gonna be forced to run to his death to save his teammates. He knew he was dead, sacrificed himself so that everyone else could get away. Ignite used by Endro, flash by Rutledge, a flash by Tuller, a flash by sitting at desk. No other summoners blown beyond that though, but a good level 1. If they wanted a way to get back into this series, that was it. Pure Ass picking up first blood as well. Exactly. Well, you'd love it on Kaisa, but getting it on Rek'Sai is pretty good as well because he can snowball his advantage in the early game here. He's going to come back with a Hunter's Talisman to help out with his clear. This is very nice. But the Camille pick, I don't know, like helped. Good. She's got CC level 1. I mean, Jax does too, but she doesn't have a dash and CC. He doesn't have a dash and CC level 1. I don't know. Just spitball on why Camille can be good. Hook level 1 though. Angel finds it. Taunt gonna come through, and that should be a good disengage. Aftershock proccing for those 2 tanks. So after calm level 1 in game 1, we had a lot of activity here in game 2. And I don't think that's what they, what lane 0 wanted, to be honest. I don't know if either side wanted activity level 1. But they got it, and Waste Potential finds the advantage here. But Endril, he misses the hook, ends up going to the wall. He ends up getting taunted. Now he's going to eat a lot of damage on his way back out. Fine, though, was working on the sub. He still got flash. But, yeah, that was not a great trade for him. Well, it wasn't really a trade. It was him running away while Klein beat him. Beat up his butt. As Pure Ass makes a trip into the mid lane, and then he leaves. Going topside for that top crab. Ooh. And now, sitting at desk, he's going to find the taunt. Pigeon's in a bit of trouble. He has both summoner spells. Indigo has both of his, though. Sitting at desk has the ignite. Pigeon fighting away, healed to get the bit of extra movement speed and heal so that boomerang doesn't come in. Pigeon flashing. Indigo flashes away and heals. Sitting at desk, he's tanking everyone up, finds a taunt here. Boomerang Baglet, one more auto from Indigo. Does not have flash. One more auto will do it. A trade kill, though. Double kill for Pigeon. All summoner spells used in the bot lane. But a 2-for-1 that time. Indigo and Sitting at Death both die. A double kill for the Kaisa and 1 kill for Indigo. Not what they were looking for in that one after a good engage. As now, the sub, fine. Oh my god. Fallen is trying to come in to help out. The sub finds the knockup here on Decline. He's got flash, but the hookshot is on cooldown. Flashes away. Flash follow. Fallen finds the kill. Oh, that's a nice one. Relieving some of the pressure from the sub on the top lane. Fallen also going to stick around to help him push in the wave. Nice guy jungler here as Rek'Sai going to make a trip back to the mid lane. Perhaps? Tuller is playing on the right side of the lane. Well, I say that he's playing in the directly middle of the lane. Never mind. He's playing in the middle of the lane. So, it's equally bad whichever side he gets ganked from. Hook gonna land this time on a minion though, and Drilla doesn't quite find the mark. Oh, maybe going again. Better luck the second time around. Who wants to go fishing? But Fallen is here, looking to counter this 2v2 engage here. Predator pop. He finds Endril. The stun comes in, but buffered with the hook. Follow here. They find Pigeon stun. The taunt lands on both bot laners. Pigeon will go down. Shut down. Indigo finds the kill. Endril stunned up again by Fallen. Indigo continuing to try and kite. Another boomerang comes through. They find the kill. Indigo with a double kill. Or excuse me, just the 1 kill. Fallen actually picked up one of those. But still, another nice gank from Fallen in the bot side of the map, helping out his bot lane that struggled there in the 2v2 early on. That's a nice win for them. Can help them get back into this one. Klein, though, still pushing in the sub in the top side. Rek'Sai also on the top side, props threatening a dive. He's still in the Gromp right now, but he is making his way up. No Void Rush here. And no Hextech Ultimatum, so the dive not as potent as it really should be. But perhaps they don't want to wait for the sub to get his ultimate, which could be a big tool to deny a dive. But no, they're just going to send the Rek'Sai back. He's going to buy up and run back out onto the map here, so calling it off. Mountain Dragon was the first dragon to spawn here. Vision control currently in favor of lane 0 on the bot side of the map. Klein comes in, he finds the hook shot. Some damage procs press the attack. Gives him a sweep on the way out. The sub feels like he's used to it by now, I think. Gonna grab that cannon for himself as well. Dead even in gold right now, 4-3 in kills, and the gold is just 100 apart right now. 2 shutdowns already exist, though. Fallen and Indigo both have shutdowns on their head. Just an extra 150 gold, but meaningful. Some wards being cleared out here by Endril and Pigeon. Trying to get some vision control back for the team, or claim some of the lost vision they had. Pure Acid. Trying to make a play here with Rutledge. Tuller going to use a shadow over the wall here. He maybe put himself in the wrong position. Going to use the Death Mark here. He found a lot of damage on a Pure Acid. Knight comes down. The Death Mark will pop, but it's not going to be nearly enough. I don't know what got in Tuller's head, but he certainly should not have made that play. Goes in, dies here. Perhaps thinking he had the damage he had in game 1. But unfortunately, my friend, you got to reacquire that advantage, and that time he's giving it away. Over to Rutledge, who has not died yet. A very nice start to a game where you struggled in game 1. Now, Pure Acid. Always coming up with the climb. The Hexagon Million comes through. Pure Acid with a true damage little bite at the end of it comes through. And they find the kill. Very nice gank there up in the top side. Fallen has made several successful ganks so far, but Pure Acid also finding something for himself. Fallen going to go for a startup here on the Mountain Dragon. Not contested right now. Pigeon and Angel are shoving the bot wave, but Pure Acid is on his Krugs right now after making that successful gank topside. A quick check there by Pigeon of the Dragon. He sees it, but it's going to go over here to Fallen. A good block to make sure there was no potential out of steal. Well, will be Essence Rigger first for the Sivir. Storm Razor first for Pigeon on the Kaisa. Cinderhulk for Fallen. What else would he buy? Need a Warrior here for Pure Acid. Both those guys completing those items. And a good clip. Yomu's not completed yet for Tuller. Gonna be handed off this blue buff though. Pure Acid moving to the bot side of the map. Will not interrupt either back here. I think Adet's going to walk all the way back on turret just to make sure he's extra safe. Nope. Fallen looking to steal away a red buff here, invading into the enemy jungle. Rek'Sai coming, so is the Vel'Koz. Camille coming in to collapse down as well. That's going to trigger the sub and Fallen Artemis to back out. Tuller coming in to help out though. The sub, he gets a little dance, a nice view. Red buff will reset. Pure Acid going to clear out some wards while he's got the time. Oh, on the bot side though, Indigo, he gets hooked up. Sitting Death comes in to help out, but oh, Pigeon, he flashes past. Sitting Death flashes trying to get the taunt, but he's too late. He's now got to run away. He has no ultimate yet, still level 5, so he can't even help that play across the map if he wanted to. Try to get the level 6 though, throwing the Winds of War at some minions here. The sub, they're continuing to struggle here in the top lane. Oh, clever use of the pillar there by Klein to get that extra hook shot. All length in there.
Here comes sitting at desk. He's going to find the taunt. Double taunt onto both bot lane members. Fallen coming in with a Predator. Pigeon has flash and heal. Gank in the top side. The sub comes in. He's going to call the ultimate. The call of the Forjog comes in, but Pure Acid, he's gonna survive for now. Both top laners survive, and now Endril, he's in trouble. Both bot laners will die here as Tuller finds the kill. So successful gank for both teams here. Wasted potential to get the top side win, and looks like Lane Zero get the bot side win, but they've got 4 people down here hitting this turret. It looks like they should get first turret off the back of this. The race is going to be intense, but I think they've just got it. And they're actually going to back off, not even going to try for it. 2 plates still are standing. And first turret will go over to Lane Zero. That's exactly what they wanted here. The sub is being sacrificed by his teammates. A lamb brought to the slaughter, but his team is doing well around him here. Indigo is starting to scale up, completed the Essence Reaver. Tuller has found the Yomus. He should do a lot of damage now. Nutabi are available for Rutledge is a beast, but he is learning from his mistakes from game 1 here, at least buying some armor. Pure Acid, though, on the Rift Herald. Sub trying to help out and stop that from happening. We'll dodge on a Rutledge's knockup. Rift Herald will go over. Pure Acid able to pick it up, but now they've got to get it out. Tuller is coming in to chase here. He's found the damage. He's found the kill. A shutdown. Flash over the wall. Rutledge will get away to safety after being popped up in there by the sub, but Tuller, big kill. Rift Herald still acquired for Pure Acid, but Tuller found the power spike on the Yomus, found the kill. Did use the ignite, but a big win there for him. Getting him back to that game 1 performance we saw. And felt the crunch from that death sentence. Oof. Hard to think about. Fallen coming in for the gank topside. Hookshot will be fine. Klein without flash, but it does not matter. Fallen continuing to wait up here on the top side. A dragon is spawning, but Fallen seems to care more about the top laner. Predator popped. They're going to find Klein here. They got the impale down. The sub coming in. Call the Forge God. Will find the knockup. They're going to come through. The fire rains down upon Klein here. The sub with TP could make a play to the mid lane if he wanted to help, but he's got no ultimate, so he's just going to push the top lane instead here. They're still going to be dropped in mid lane, and they're going to turn to the dragon here. Wasting potential. Trying to get the most off of this play, seeing that the jungler committed topside. The dragon will go over here. Nautilus actually the one to pick it up here with the last hit. The sub going to get a plating or 2 before he's forced to go back here. Make that definitely 2. And then he's going to piece on out. Got quite a bit of gold there, 1,700. Fallen's in debt. Well, he's not maybe the greatest financial manager ever. He can certainly play Skarner well. Blue buff going to be handed over to Rutledge here. Tuller shoving in the wave in the meantime while he's got a bit of time to himself for those minions, if you know what I mean. Pigeon, gotta be careful. You're sitting. A desk comes through. The taunt will not land. Pigeon with a good dodge here. He's gonna use the very nice use of the Kaisa ultimate to dash out to safety there. Lost the Sivir ultimate exchange, but an ultimate or ultimate trade overall. A fine one, but they, of course, now no longer have a turret there in the bot side. Lost the ocean, but Lane Zero will regain control of the bot side river here. They've got the mountain. I think they'd much rather have the mountain than the ocean right now. So they'll certainly take that. Looking good here in game 2. 1-to-1 in turrets. The gold basically dead even. The kills basically dead even. Both teams have strong parts of their team, and both have weak parts of their team currently. Not too hard to figure out who those members are. We'll see if the damage can be done. Both AD carries enabled to do a lot of it. We'll see if they can come through for their teams. Blue buff going to be handed over for Tuller again, it looks like.
He's been given pretty much all the blue buffs. Fallen has always handed out blues in the Sugar Free League, even when other junglers do not.
Patience isn't a virtue, it is the virtue.
I apologize that I'm not offering enough analysis for you guys, but like I said, it's been a long day here. So, saying what I see is about all I can do right now. I can't actually think. But sitting at desk, we'll find Endril. The hook will get him out of danger. But now the shove in the top side begins. Indigo looking to get this turret here, but Tuller stepped a little bit too far. Ways of potential trying to contest this. The sub is in the bot lane. He has teleport. Klein does as well, but he's currently here in the top lane. But yeah, no one's to respond to the sub. He does have Demolish, so he pressures turret a little bit better than normal. Oh, Pigeon! Deathmark gonna come through. Flash away, but I don't know if it's enough. The shield comes through. Oh no, he will survive the Ignite and the Deathmark. Not quite enough, but Fallen. Oh my god, he almost sniped him. Oh, Fallen, he's going to get away here. Actually going to use the Impale heal on decline. Indigo fires back with a bit of damage. Endril hooks a minion. Charge forward. Here comes the call. Sitting at desk. Flash in. Double taunt. They find Klein. The Ignite will go down. TP coming in from the sub. He will not commit to the split push. Oh, call of the Forge God. Okay, that was not where I wanted the camera to go, but it missed Klein. Klein's fine. Oh, here comes Pure Acid. Maybe looking for Tuller. Everyone's sort of posturing around, maybe looking for potential engage, rather. And it's Pure Acid. He's just going to walk by sitting at desk. Rolo just clearing out the minions. Pigeon was sent to the bot side of the map there. Used both summoners in that last fight, though. Tuller used his ultimate, his Ignite, but he was not able to pick up the kill because Pigeon used his ultimate in both summoner spells, which are big cooldowns for the Kaisa. He's now very vulnerable. Not just to the Zed, but to anyone else. And no QSS, importantly, picked up for anyone on Waste Potential. Never mind Pigeon. No one has it. But Pigeon does have to secure the Rage Blade before he can really go for QSS. That is the one problem, right? But once he gets the Rage Blade, I expect an immediate QSS purchase and then probably back into whatever he's planning to build beforehand.
Future favors the versatile.
Another dragon to be spawning here shortly. Baron another 2 minutes away. Going to be a mountain dragon. Vision control, of course, always important for these objectives, but currently a large portion of lane zeros is on the top side, but they're still going to try and fight here a little bit. Take a lot of damage for it here. Tuller fighting Klein, but sitting at desk is here to help out. The Deathmark does pop, a taunt comes through for sitting at desk. They go for the Winds of War. Oh, good block by sitting at desk, dodging, helping Tuller avoid that hook shot. Now sitting at desk is giving chase here. We'll find an auto and a Justice Punch. Gets to the kill in the end here. Lane zero on the other side. They lose their jungler, but Rek'Sai also falls here. Now they're dancing around this dragon. Sitting at desk is running down. Tuller continuing to push the top lane here. Potential for a steal here if... Can he do it? Indigo? That's a lot of damage. No. Good patience on the auto there from Pigeon to secure that dragon. Very nice job here. Well, actually, Endril got the auto. It doesn't matter. They got the dragon. And now, Baron is the next objective. A mountain dragon for both sides. An ocean, importantly here for wasted potential. Because they have the Vel'Koz and the constant poke from that champion, and obviously the constant mana regen and health regen is very nice around a Baron if you are on it or if you're the one poking around it. Good in either situation. So now that we've reached this situation, Ocean starts to become useful again after we, once you exit the lane phase, Ocean's like, all right, well, Ocean's not great. Then you get to this Baron stage again. You're like, Ocean's good again. Because the regen actually matters here. But Klein going in on Tuller. Tuller, he doesn't have a great side lane presence here. He's going to go in the Deathmark, but Pure Acid is here to help out this 1v1. Tuller actually, oh my god, he one-shot Klein. I don't know where that came from, but he gets him. No armor for Klein, and he just falls immediately to Tuller. A big kill there. Pure Acid is able to trade, though. Tuller, disgusting damage there. He's got both the Youmu's and the Duskblade. I can understand why he does that much damage, but it's incredible. Well, again, that poke coming through here from the Vel'Koz. That is one of his big jobs here, to try and keep the enemy team low. So that, well, hold on. They're pulling the trigger. Here they go. Fallen has found the... Oh, my God. He found Pigeon. Down he goes. Here still... Life Form Disintegration Rate getting a lot of damage here. Here comes the Galio. Will knock up Klein. Pure Acid finds his own knockup, but he's going to get taunted here. Sitting at Death finds a 3-man taunt. Pure Acid will go down. Sitting at Death, he's probably going to fall the Ignite, but he's bought so much time for his team. He actually will survive in the end just barely on a sliver of health. That's a one-team fight, I think, for lane 0. Oh, and it's not over yet. Endril, knockup. He will go down the sub, finds the kill. Klein and Rel is the only ones left. Tuller finds Klein again. He's going to get a second kill for him in just like under a minute here. Rel is the last man alive here. Fallen. Oh, he just barely sneaks out. The sub also, he's taking a lot of damage. The tower! The tower! Oh my God, he saved himself with his shield from his W, and now Rutledge. Oh, Indigo flashes past. Oh my God, Tuller also. They go in deep here, but Pigeon trying to get something back. He finds, oh my goodness, the killer instinct to kill him. Tuller goes down, but Indigo is still alive. He'll clean out the last of these minions here. But lane 0, they pull the trigger, dove the mid lane outer. And they press their R buttons, a huge engage. They find the kills they needed. Pigeon actually died super early on, but by the end of the fight went on so long that by the time it was over, he was already back on the map and was able to find a kill on Tuller, who, again, has looked impressive. This time he's going for Black Cleaver, has not gone for the Armor Pen straight build here. So that is a little bit of a difference this time. But, very nice. Performance so far from Tuller. I wouldn't expect anything less when he gets on the Zed. I'm surprised they gave it to him in the second game. Like first game, hold on. Andrili's gonna get a hook away onto the wall, but he's certainly gonna get caught here. Stunned up. Not even ult's gonna be used except for Indigos. Hold on, they might have to. Endril, another hook against the wall. He's gonna get away here. One more auto should do it, but Endril actually made the grand escape. They tried not to use their ultimates, and I understand why. You don't want to use them if you don't have to. You kind of waste that cooldown. But Endril able to get away. That last auto they needed didn't quite find its mark. More poke coming out from Rutledge. Fallen just eating it up. Trying to clear out these wards here. Now, Baron spawned. Dragon should be up again in a few minutes. So we get 2 neutral objectives. A second mountain is a big, well, a third mountain actually. A second mountain potentially for either team. But that's a big one because we are at the stage where Baron is very much on the table. And much of the map still up for grabs on either side. Lots of turrets yet to be claimed. The bases yet to be broken on either side. So these mountains very important. Again, lane 0 up 1-0 over wasted potential. And game 1, honestly, felt very one-sided. But this game 2 has been anything but. Back and forth consistently, between either team. Both having good moments, both having bad moments. Sitting at desk! Oh, I thought he might go. Just not that time, though. That time, he does not flash in for the 4-man taunt that I was thinking he might. Over the wall now, though. Pure Acid. He's engaged on a Tuller. The Death Mark will buy some time. Bunch of damage on a Pure Acid. He will get popped by that Death Mark. Tuller's out of the fight, though. No health left. Sitting at desk will stun up Klein in the back line. He's got no one else to help him out. Everyone wasted potential, stuck in the choke point. Ultimate going to come down onto Indigo. He will get jumped over Klein onto him. Oh, Sitting at desk misses the Justice Punch. Klein gets the kill in the back line. Sitting at desk missed the Justice Punch, and his AD carry goes down because of it. The Dredge line, a huge ultimate there. Tuller coming back in the fight, but he's got no ultimate. And very little health left. Sitting at desk getting forced to flash away, using that one defensively now. The sub coming in. He's trying to buy some time. Galio going to come back in. Klein gets knocked up along with Endril, but it's not going to be enough. Sitting at desk goes down. Just Tuller left along with Fallen. A few shurikens go in, but Klein back over the wall. He will make his way back into safety, into the Dragon Pit. Looks like they're on the Dragon. They will secure it. No steal. And now, looks like we will reset once again and posture around this Baron. This Camille, though, is finally getting online, has really had a tough game so far, but is finally getting to the point where she's got her items here. The Tiamat and the Triforce, as well as some boots and a QSS completed for her. QSS coming online now for Pigeon as well. Zoni is for Rutledge. He hasn't opted for the QSS, but has a defensive item. Same thing for Pure Acid. Has not gone for QSS, but has the stopwatch and is planning to build Guardian Angel out of that, obviously. But a double mountain here, plus an ocean. The Dragon's certainly favoring wasted potential this game here. 3-1 in that score. Still, a single mountain is certainly more than enough to take down Baron quickly. The sub trying to hold on to this turret as long as possible, though. If he can hold on to this outer turret for a while, that would be a big boon to delaying Klein here. But with the Triforce, Klein does a lot of damage here. He's going to go back in, but that was not a great trade. Potential for the sub to, with his ultimate, Call the Forge God could make life difficult for Camille, knock her up, and potentially knock her right back down into her grave. More wards being taken out here by wasted potential while they've got the opportunity to do so. Because lane 0 is occupied with a wave in the mid lane here. Pigeon going to make his way down from the top lane, and everyone from lane 0, except for the sub, of course, in the bottom lane, will make their way over. Trying to sort of figure the situation out. A Farsight ward thrown down. They see the Baron. They see it's not started up, but that wasted potential is lurking around it. Klein certainly wants a few more items here. He's picked up that Vamp Scepter, but he's actually started to become like a champion in the side lane, which is really nice. 4 wasted potential. This is what they wanted when they picked the Camille, but it's taken him a bit longer than they wanted it to, I think. Still, though, he's there now. Once he gets the Ravenous Hydra, that'll be really when he can make sure that he always wins the one going against the sub. Good use of the unstoppability from the sub, though. Dodges that hookshot stun. Very nice. Very, very nice. Black Cleaver completed for Tuller. A little bit less damage than he had last game, but a bit more survivability and cooldown reduction. As well as utility for Indigo here. Sub continuing to try and keep his turret up in the bot lane. Doing a good job of that. I mean, Indigo's very strong. He's got the 3 crit items, double, Infinity Edge, Azeel, and Essence Reaver. And now, here they go. Indigo charging in, Fallen Artemis, sitting at desk, lands a Justice Punch. They find the double taunt. Already, Rutledge is dead. Indigo charging forward. And looks like Endril will get away here with a flash over the wall. And now the sub in trouble. Call the Forge God comes through, but a solo kill there for Klein in the side lane. It was just a matter of time before it happened. Or the sub backed off, and the sub did not back off first. Some wards going to be cleared out here, but they're going to start at the Baron here. Pigeon and Pure Acid, both available. Fallen Artemis is down a level. Fallen Artemis is down a level. The Smite does not do as much damage. The potential for Pure Acid to steal. He's got a way into the pit with a tunnel. There is a control ward there to mask his approach. Farsight ward in and behind the Dragon, still spotting out. They've got to take that out before they go in. Or kill Pure Acid, or at least pop the Guardian Angel, right? Here they go in Pure Acid. The Smite! 300, 200! Oh my god, Fallen got the Baron. Oh my god, the Guardian Angel procs, and looks like Pure Acid will fall. Misses the steal here. Tuller flashes in onto Endril. Finds a death mark, but Aftershock buying a lot of time. Galio comes down. He's going to find the knockup on Endril. It will go down to the Ignite. Double kill for Tuller in the end. But uses the flash and the ultimate and the Ignite to try and get that kill onto Endril. What an aggressive play there. I thought for sure the Baron would be stolen, but now, sitting at desk going in. He's going to find the taunt, double taunt here onto Pigeon and Rutledge. No follow-up, though. Indigo and Fallen just not ready to go in. Indigo too low. The sub, again, trying to buy time for Camille, but she's too strong at this point. The Grievous Wounds are there for the sub. He's trying to buy time. He's just hammering away at her, but she's trying to ignore him and knock down this inhibitor. It's going to be too much damage from the sub, though. Klein will have to back off. 2-level advantage, though, for Klein. Again, he's come online now with his Camille. He's actually pressuring the map so heavily. Already there's an inhibitor exposed here in the bot lane. If that goes down, that could mean a huge advantage for wasted potential here in game 2. Cloud Drake, the next one up here. But wasted potential going to take that one. Lane 0 have the Baron, though. They're going to push out a bit more methodically. Tuller has been sent to the bot lane here to push out that wave. Mid lane will be the 4 members remaining of lane 0. Which I think make the most sense. Tuller has the most mobility to get away here, as well as, having the Baron buff. Or actually, he doesn't have the Baron buff. I'm lying. He doesn't have the Baron buff. He died. Ignore what I'm saying. The sub doesn't have Baron buff either, so only 3 members have it on lane 0, actually. I lied to you all. But now we have a fancy infographic. Hold on. Tuller going in on Klein. Deathmark comes through, but he's only... Oh, wow, that was a lot of burst I wasn't expecting. Klein is actually in trouble. Couple shurikens come through. Flash! Tuller, no! He finally gets the last auto he needs. Shut down there. Ram comes through, knocks up Endril. Oh, suppression in the backline. They found Rutledge. Pure Acid, though, he's got the knockup on Indigo. Can he kite this one out? Pure Acid, the sub, using a good... Oh, defensively. And now Indigo is able to kite out. Sitting at Death buys a lot of room for his teammates. Justice Punch goes in. He misses it, though. Second big Justice Punch he's missed in this game. Probably should have just backed out, but a 2-for-1 trade overall across the map. Tuller coming in from the backside as well. Tuller, here he comes. He's found his way into Rutledge, finds the kill. Pigeon on the run in the jungle. And looks like Tuller will find Endril. Yep, he will. Indigo Flash follows. Pigeon. Down he goes. Lane 0, what are you doing? I don't even know what's going on. Tuller with the big plays, coming in from behind after getting the solo kill there on Decline in the bot side. Even the flash hook shot couldn't stop him. Tuller. Oh my god. I don't know. That was disgusting. Klein, now the hook shot just completely whiffs. The Baron minions are here in the bot side. The Deathmark goes down. Just gonna use it on his way out. Klein will suffer a bit of damage, goes down below half health, but quickly gonna regen that up with the lifesteal, and he should be fine. Now the backs come through. No Baron empowered recall here for Tuller, but he'll get back just safely anyway. The upgrade Ornn items as well, important to note. The sub did Ornn upgrade his own Forge Fire Cape, now what it's called. But the Molten Edge has been upgraded as well here, so Indigo's got a lot of extra AD that you wouldn't expect as well. So just a couple interesting upgrades. Redemption also being upgraded here to the Salvation. There you go. So a little bit extra health there for sitting at desk. So the Ornn upgrade's starting to become a factor here, and the Molten Edge is really the big one I'm looking at here. Forge Fire Cape big as well. The Salvation, not really a big deal. It's like 100 health. It's whatever. But the other two items are really, really massive. Blast Whisper completed now for Tuller. Pure Acid, he's going in, but that's more members than I think he wants to see. Lane 0 will force Pure Acid back and clear out these minions here. Again, mid lane inhibitor has been broken. Lane 0 will hop away. Indigo, gonna use a spell shield. Gets hopped on though. Hexacle made him get spell shielded away. Klein did not get the thing he needed. Suppression comes through. Indigo is full health. He's still fighting. Sinking Desk is low though. They find the kill here. Pigeon, he's able to kite back. Rutledge is getting DPS in the backline, but Indigo, he's gonna kite. Pure Acid, it looks like. The knockup comes through, but Fallen Artemis able to help out his AD carry. 3 members left from... Or excuse me, 4 members left from lane 0. Tuller's been split pushing in the bot side this entire time. Predator from Fallen Artemis to stop, Pigeon and Rutledge from getting back here. And another inhibitor goes down here in the bot side. Looks like lane 0 have made the call to go to the top side here. While Tuller makes the play, he's killed the AD carry. Pigeon is dead. He's going on Rutledge. He might just be killing this entire team by himself. Double kill for Tuller. The TP's coming in. Lane 0 realized they needed a backup of the mid laner all along. Here they go, looking to end the game. Taking the 2-0 victory here in this best-of-5 series. No chance here for Waste Vengeful to come back. It's just Endril. He misses the hook. It is over. Lane 0 take game 2 in a spectacular fashion on C9 Tuller's Zed. Alongside Indigo's great kiting in the team fights. And the great team fighting overall from Lane 0 has, that won them the game there to be sure. Really fantastic job from them there. And my voice, I hope it lasts the rest of the series, but it has been strenuous. So again, I'm going to get some more water. I'm already out. And we'll take a quick break here. Everyone go use the bathroom, get popcorn, come back, because it has been a heck of a series so far, but I don't think we're done just quite yet. Okay, we're back here for game 3. LZBLZ. One dominating game, one back and forth game, but they managed to win them both here.
I'm absolutely livid.
And I don't really know how. Game 2 was just so chaotic. I mean, I guess ban Tuller Z. I think that's probably a good idea, because that has been a problem for them. Or at least play a different champion. Relich, in 2 games in a row, has played immobile mages into Z, and that hasn't really worked. So the plan is just to ban away the Z. That makes sense to me. But still, some similar faces being banned away here. The Nunu, the Vladimir, the Morgana, which, you know, kind of expected here. Rek'Sai was played last game. We'll see if jungle priority is shifted. But with Sejuani banned here, could be another Skarner game for Fallen. I don't think Zach is in a spot right now where he really wants to play it, but it could be. We'll see. And Rek'Sai will be the ban here, so I was thinking maybe they'll slip through and that'll be a pick, but no, gonna be banned away. So yeah, probably another Skarner game for Fallen. Hecarim obviously still up as well, which was, yeah, Hecarim's still up. If they first pick Aatrox, they're giving over Hecarim. I just kind of assumed it was banned, to be honest. But no, they're going to first pick Nautilus. Wow, that is interesting. Going to first pick Nautilus this time. Has been good for both sides in the support role. But very interesting. A priority there. Morgana is banned, so it makes some sense to pick it up, but very interesting here. And the counter here is going to be the Braum, which I really like. Can block a lot of the Nautilus's potential CC. The ultimate, blocking the ultimate is very big here, and it's going to be paired with a Lucian here. So they get Lucian Braum for lane 0. This does mean that they don't have access to the Hecarim. They've given up the Hecarim here. Jarvan still up. Like, lots of good junglers here still up. So it's kind of an interesting draft, and it's going to get even weirder here. Kayn going to be picked up in the jungle now for wasted potential, followed up with a Varus. I like the Varus pick in a Braum Lucian. Gives you some lane presence here, and the range advantage can really help you out here. And with the Nautilus, you have a deadly level 6 spike that is just so hard to deal with. But now, I mean, just a very interesting composition here from both sides. Or just kind of interesting how we got here, to be perfectly honest. It looks like Hecarim's going to slip all the way through. If Fallen goes for another Skarner game, which he looked good on. Nope, going to switch off to the Jarvan. Okay, I'm officially confused here. Jarvan going to be the pick for Fallen here into the Kayn, which makes a bit more sense, right? Can maybe do a bit more early on, whereas Kayn kind of struggles in the early ganking or fighting department. He's more about, I'm just going to farm here, try and get my form by skirmishing around here, but I'm not really that strong. And now our obligatory Teemo and Master E bans as Kennen, and will it be another Yordle? Lane 0 still thinking on this one. But Kennen has been literally banned, I think banned every single game here in the second rotation, because neither team has really picked their top laners that early on, it feels like. And they're finally going to settle on the Vel'Koz in the mid lane here. LeBlanc would still be up into that if they wanted to. So there's still stuff that they could have picked into the Vel'Koz, but just don't want to let Rutledge onto the Vel'Koz, which could be a big combo with the Nautilus and Varus combo. So can get down to that, as Cho'Gath now going to be the pick for Indigo. Just so we can send that up to sub in the top side here. So it looks like they're putting together a pretty beefy front line here to empower this Lucian to do a ton of damage. And then eventually, I think they're going to get Tuller onto another damage threat here. We'll see what it is. It's definitely going to be based on what is drafted here, because they have saved this mid lane here for the counter pick. Opted to blind this Cho'Gath in the top side so that they can save this for a mid lane counter pick, which is what Wasted Potential did
Except they did it in reverse, where they saved it for the counter for the top lane, and that didn't work out very well for them because then they gave over Zed again to Tueler. And we all know how that went. And they're going... Okay, wasted potential. There they go. They're going for Lux. Okay, not too big a surprise. It is one of Rutledge's more played champions, one of his better champions here. But... we'll see what Tueler can bring out against this. LeBlanc is still up, I believe. Not freaking out. Yep, LeBlanc's still up. Rise going to be the pick, though, it looks like. Lysandra is also a potential one. Azir going to be the thing they settle on.
Though in the mid lane here, so a pretty scaling on both sides, but very different look here. For both sides. I mean, it's just like I'm trying to sort of put this all together here. Lane 0 have gone for very much a very beefy front line with the 2 80 carries in the back line. Well, I say 80 carries. Azir AP carry. I don't know what you really want to call them. But 2 basically auto-attacking champions in the back line here. And on the other side, you have a Varus. But I think Varus is, obviously for his auto-attacks, but also his CC. They've definitely drafted him for his utility as well. And Waves of Potential definitely going to play much more bruisery style, hopping into the back line there. And we'll see if the tanks from Lane 0 can do a good job peeling right now. Yeah, I see a few people bringing up Tom Kench. I would have liked Tom Kench last game too. This game, I think Brahm's better because you're playing with a Lucian Braum. If you weren't picking Lucian here, I would pick Tom Kench as well. But yeah, I think Tom Kench criminally underrated right now. Quite honestly, very good champion. He's not. You don't pick him. So you don't pick him for doing a ton of damage. You don't pick him for all this. You just pick him for Devour, and his ultimate and the global play. Those are the 2 things you pick him for. But a super strong champion, I think a little underrated. But Braum gives you a bit more lane presence, and with the Lucian, it's hard to say all right, we want Lucian Tom Kench, not Lucian Braum, right? Who would do that? So that's kind of the issue there. Tom for Varus. Okay. Tom for Varus could be good. I do like Tom for Varus. Yeah. But they first picked the Nautilus, right? Yeah, they first picked the Nautilus. I think that I don't like Nautilus. I don't like Nautilus first pick. But I think it's a good pick overall. I think Nautilus is good. But yeah, if I'm looking at this team comp and I'm like, what would I rather have at support, Tom Kench or Nautilus? I would say Tom Kench. Especially because I think later on in the game, they're planning on split pushing. And having a global would be good. At least with the Jax. I'm going to say they're split with the Jax. Last game for Kai'Sa would be good. Yeah, I think Tom Kench would have been good for Kai'Sa as well. I think Tom Kench is just a good champion. That's why I was confused as to which side you meant it on, is because I think Tom Kench can be played on either side. He's good. But yeah, both. I think Tom Kench can be played in either of these games effectively. Yeah, but Nautilus, the one thing Nautilus provides that Tom Kench does not, is the team fight CC, which they don't really have besides Varus, as well as the level 6 pressure and the all-in they have there. It's kind of countered by the Braum shield, a little bit. But if you don't have Braum Shield up and you use Nautilus ulti, or you use Braum Shield to block Nautilus ulti, and then you let Varus get his ult off, or something like that, that can be pretty big. So, just a thought that maybe that's what they're going for. But I love me a good catfish. That is partially a joke about the champion. In part, no, I'm not gonna. This is getting too weird, too meta. I'm just gonna shut up now and talk about League of Legends instead. I guess that's not really shutting up, but it's been a weird day. Okay, I got up very early this morning. which is not something I often do. But we're here now. We're loving it. And I'm ready to get into Game 3 action here because I think this is going to be another good game. This game screams bloodbath to me. Maybe not early on. I don't necessarily think that we're going to have a ton of fighting early on. But come the mid game, man, there is going to be some bloody team fights, I think. Oops. That's the one I wanted. Oh, did I? Ah. Oh, forgot to edit the font again. God. Why can't they just make a name with less syllables? Or less letters, not less syllables. Like, just for once. Make my life easy. Alright. Looks like, though, while I'm fiddling with all the font, we got a level 1 invade here. Braum, great level 1. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. But it doesn't matter. Varus spots it out, throws out some arrows. It's all good. I don't think I can answer some of those questions on stream. I think I gotta maintain a thin veil of professionalism that really doesn't exist. But now, down to business here. We got a game to watch, a game to cast for me. No crazy keystones that I'm seeing yet. Conqueror on the Kayn here. I'd assume this would be a red form Kayn. That would be the most logical result to me. But we'll see. He could also, there also could be an interesting situation where he does, you know, get blue form early because of like a weird random situation where he's fighting in the mid lane a lot. Who knows? But I'd assume this is going to be a red form game there with a Conqueror. Definitely a great rune for that. And the sustain, that crazy sustain it could be. Forgot to zoom out as well. There we go. Gonna zoom out for us here. A little bit too much. We're not in team fights yet. But level 1, you can see that the presence that Varus has in lane more so than other champions here. Gives them a bit more power early on here while they're, you know, dealing with the power of Lucian Braum. The range of the Varus can help them out here. The passive also a bit underrated. Gives you that push early on a little bit more because you have that passive attack speed bonus here. Allows you to get some extra CS as well that you sometimes miss just by the, you know, by tiny bit. Very helpful. I'll tell you, when you get Lethal Temple late game with a Varus, you on hit, you exceed the attack speed limit, you have your passive proc after getting a kill. It is, you just like, the attack speed is just insane on that Varus late game here. But the Cho'Gath getting the push early on in the top side here. Bot lane pretty even. Jungle, not too much activity to talk about. But a potential gank here coming in. Fallen looking for something. But Flag and Drag comes in, but Fallen may have bitten off more than he could chew. He's got a flashback out, sitting at death, puts up the shield, will block a lot of damage here. Now, Fallen will back off. Now flashless, though. A good win for Waves of Potential early on. And mitigate some of the power of this Jarvan pick. Still, though, important for Lane 0 not to rest on their laurels. They've had a great 2 games so far, but cannot rest now. Tuller getting aggressive early on, taking some good trades up against Rutledge here. Rutledge already running low on mana. Tuller with those soldiers taking a bit better trades, but now an invade here in the topside jungle. Pure Acid is collapsed on by the sub. The Jax is not here to help out. Pure Acid flashes away. Tuller also first rotate from the mid lane. Great play, team play by Lane 0. They're trying to get this blue buff on this invade. Here comes the Jax, though. Flash away. Climb will not find the stun. Flag and Drag away. The sub with the silence. Blue buff will reset. Yep, there it goes. Tuller coming in from the flank here. He's trying to go on to Pure Acid. The hop forward, Pure Acid. He's got Fallen on his back, and First Blood goes over. Fallen just stretches out that Javelin, or what's it, standard? I don't know. The spear thing he's got going on, he sticks it in his back, and he gets the kill. First blood over to Fallen there with a fantastic invade. The sub and Tooler both collapse very quickly, helping him out there. Good flash from the sub, also invading that Counter-Strike stun. Now lane 0. Bit of a negative play for them bot side early on, but they strike back there with a great invade in the top side jungle, and Pure Acid not able to get much. We'll salvage a couple camps, though. But the death, not great. Will be blue smite here for Fallen and red smite for Pure Acid. They kind of flip the sides, though, which is a little bit disappointing. They're not on theme with that. Klein, though, very nice sidestep there on the Rupture. Making sub back completely off. The sub is not back yet. He still has TP. Klein TP'd back to lane there with a cull and a control ward, as well as that corrupting potion recharged after he'd made his way back to base. And now a gank topside. Fallen coming in. He has the red buff. Flag and drag comes through, but the counter strike good for Klein. Throws out the stun and walks away happily. Sub is actually up CS right now, about 8 CS. But his low on mana, again, has not backed yet, so probably loses TP after this back. Yep. Heal up, get some armor, get some mana, TP back. Has no consumables, though. And as I spoke too soon, he bought them literally as he was TPing, so he's fine. And there come the autos in, raining down the Vopal spikes. Fallen is coming in again here to make this gank happen. In the bot side, a little bit of trading, but I don't know why the camera went there. Fallen is trying to give chase. He's found the Chilling Smite, slowing up Klein. Trying to chase him down. The Q will come back up and soon. The auto, though, the Counter-Strike came up just in time. Klein survives, just barely. By the skin of his teeth there. And more trading around in the mid lane again. Tooler seems to be getting the better end of these trades. The CS relatively even there, but a slight edge in the mid lane. Bigger edge in the top lane, and almost dead even there in the bot lane. The jungle, though, significantly favors Pure Acid. Fallen has spent a lot more of his time ganking early on. He's absorbed a bit more lane XP, but of course the kill giving over XP as well. So the gold actually favors Fallen, but he's down significantly in camps. Cinderhulk Jarvan will be the Jarvan Fallen opts for. What else do we expect, though? He's gonna. You think Fallen's gonna build Warrior on Jarvan? Come on, get out of here. Couple bindings thrown out. Tooler absorbs some more damage. Rutledge actually gets a bit better trade that time. Pure Acid perhaps looking to invade here. Blue buff trying to be handed off, but Tooler's in trouble! Oh my goodness, a little bit of damage taken, and Pure Acid... Fallen's gonna be forced to smite this one away. He does get the blue buff, but not able to hand it over to Tooler, which is big. Tooler now with the, you know, which does not have the ability to wave clear as efficiently as Rutledge will. Well, actually, Rutledge didn't get blue buff either, so... I don't really know who's the winner here. Like, you know, you deny it from Tooler, which is pretty big, but Lane 0 still get the blue buff on their team, that gold XP, so it's fine. Overall, not the worst of scenarios here. But while there's a small lull in the gameplay, I'd like to thank everyone for sticking with us. I know it's been a long night, or at least it has been for me, and it's getting late. And I appreciate you guys sticking around here, even if I'm all alone and, you know, just solo casting here. I'm sure I get monotonous after a while. But yeah, thanks for sticking around and watching all the Sugar Free League players. I know they appreciate it. I appreciate it. And wouldn't be the same without the viewers here. And I hope you all had a good time tonight. Well, it's not over yet. I'm saying this now because I'm worried that they might be a 3-0, but Klein is trying to change that here. Let's take a lot of good trades up on the top side. Procking that Conqueror. He's not going to threaten the dive here, but Klein, he certainly cannot stand up to the Jax at this stage. Tooler and Fallen looking for a bit of invade here, trying to get some vision control on this bot side to secure this Inferno, which I haven't even brought up yet. We were at 9 minutes, and people have been jockeying around it, but no one has actually made a move toward it. We'll see if that ever comes to pass. More wards being cleared out. Most exciting part of League of Legends. That Rapture hits, though, the sub. Feeling good about that one. The Biscuits certainly help out with that sustain. The sub actually has a lot of sustain with this Cho'Gath. You know, going for the inspiration, the Biscuits, the passive, natural sustain, the grasp. He actually has a lot to make his laning phase a bit easier for himself. Vaughn also clearing out some visions on the Infernal. This Infernal could be big. Both sides rely, you know, could make great use of it and could rely heavily on that to get themselves an advantage later on in the game here. Chiller goes in, though. The Shurima brings him back. Rutledge in trouble, though. The Cataclysm comes down. Demacia and Shurima teaming up together. Rutledge, though, he's just walking out of this one. No, he doesn't. One more auto comes through. Tuller, the soldiers, get the kill here, but now Tuller in trouble. The kill comes in for Pure Acid. A 1-for-1 trade here. Both mid laners falling. And now, in the bot lane, lane 0, forcing the flash from Pigeon. Otherwise, he might have been stunned up and gone down. Endril going to throw back the ultimate. And now here comes the Chains of Corruption. The shield not out the right way, not blocking enough damage. Sitting at desk, the Ignite goes down. He's going to go down. The heal not enough from Indigo. Now Indigo's in trouble himself. He still has flash if he wants to get out. But a 1-2v2 there for Pigeon and Endril on the bot side. That could be something they could use to leverage later on in this game. Winning against a bot lane that they weren't necessarily supposed to win against. It's a relatively even matchup, but certainly good that they're getting that 2v2 kill level 6. After Indigo and sitting at desk were the one who sort of initiated that aggression. Endril finally sees the ward, though. He's got it. Sitting at desk, though, he's going to hop over the wall here to help out Indigo. They find the stun now onto Endril. The Aftershock procced on Endril, but he's going to be headed off now. They're going to be completely cut off, and Pigeon, they flash on him. He's got no flash any longer after that 2v2 play. Uses the heal to get the movement speed he needs to get out so he doesn't get stunned. Sitting at desk blocks the hail of arrows, but Endril will get away in the end as well here. They tried to go big, get greedy, and try and get the AD carry as well as the support, and it cost them the kill on the support in the end. Rotation from Tuller also going to cost him a little bit of CS there in the mid lane and some turret damage. The sub with a good rupture to disengage that from Klein. The ultimate used once again here. Klein will get to a point where no one can match him in the side lane. It's just that inevitability that Jax has. You know, when there's no one else to match him in a side lane, and right now there's really no one. Azir can't really at the late stages of the game. An Infernal being started up. Pure Acid looking for the steal. Both junglers have Smite. Pure Acid with a level up. Here it comes. The Smite goes over to Fallen. Another big Smite for him. Pure Acid able to ult in here. He's going to get the kill, but the Infernal has gone over. Pure Acid, a second double kill here. And now, oh, the Chains of Corruption missed, but Tulur's going to go down in the end. Endril found his ultimate. Oh, the hook! Endril, max range hook on Indigo, and they will go down. 4 members fall. They get the Infernal, but at what cost? Well, a heavy cost at the very least. Was it worth it in the end? Time will tell, but so far that is not the trade you want. To be certain if you're lane 0 here. Still, though, they are hitting their spikes. They've got the Infernal. Not a terrible situation. The Kayn is starting to get pretty strong, though. Pigeon as well. And he spikes at the 2-item spike. He's not quite as crazy as Vayne is on this Varus, but he does become pretty insane. And with the team he has behind him, his utility with the Chains of Corruption, the slows he provides, as well as the hard CC, can be very useful. And that consistent DPS with that max health damage on the Cho'Gath can be really impactful. Good defensive binding there from Rutledge as he just kind of walks off the gank there. This turret in the mid lane getting pretty low here. Plating will fall in just a moment's time. The gold lead, though, starting to increase. The sub tries the rupture, but this time Klein sidesteps it. Klein is still down a level, but he certainly winning the trades. Hop back in. Klein consistently getting aggressive now as Indigo will take a plate just before they fall. So at least gets a little bit of gold out of that.
Rupture not landing again here. The sub gonna go for the Righteous Glory first. I've seen a lot of Righteous Glory into Warmogs on the Cho'Gaths. Rides you some more engage here. But now the dive coming in. The sub does have Feast. He finds the knock up here onto Pure Acid. Oh, but Pure Acid has found his way into the sub, and now Klein switches to the aggro, and he'll just take it up just fine. Fallen Arm is not quite there fast enough. The Feast was used, but no kill found. Cataclysm would have been big there. Fallen had been a bit closer. They could have maybe found the kill back there on Decline. But now an invade here. Pure Acid up 2 levels on Fallen Artemis. The CS lead we were talking about earlier has continued to grow here. Is Endril going to tank up the culling now? Trying to save Pigeon, but Endril will get stunned up the Aftershock proc, but he will get pulled back in, and down he goes. Pigeon with the Chains of Corruption will buy himself some time. But a kill picked up now for Lane 0 in the bottom side. So they do trade something back for the pressure top side, and looking to take down this turret as well. They're threatening the dive onto Pigeon. He's going to have to respect this and back off. Going to throw some arrows in. Some piercing arrows. And actually, the good wave clear now from Pigeon will buy some time, but the turret still goes down. Singa just takes a bit of damage for his troubles, but he survives, and they get the turret. Mid lane is traded. Fallen trying to go in, but another good binding from Rutledge. Buys some time. Sub coming in with Righteous Glory. Finds a slow now with the Vorpal Spikes. Cataclysm comes down, and this Feast! The sub with the burst, finally picking up the kill there onto the mid laner. He's been hungry, but he finally finds his first meal on the Cho'Gath.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
7 to 5 in kills now. The gold lead still in favor of Wasted Potential. About 3,000 at this point. Not the biggest one. They've got the Infernal, so that makes up a little bit for the gold difference here for Lane 0. But item spikes and the unique's passives, right, still very important, not just the raw statistics. Cleaver going to be completed soon now for the Kayn. Klein about to complete his Triforce as well. He's a little bit off that. Needs another couple hundred gold. Another dragon spawning soon as well. 2 to 1 in turrets here, so Waste Potential slightly ahead in most metrics. The only thing that Lane 0 really has in their name right now, again, is the dragon. A second dragon will be spawning. It's the Cloud Dragon this time. Not as important as the Infernal. And Fallen has had really good smites this series. Multiple times he's been down a level, but has actually won the smite fight. That time he won it on the Infernal, and won it also on a Baron earlier on. That kind of wasn't a fair smite fight because they stunned up the enemy jungler and killed him before he could get the smite off. So it wasn't fair for Pure Acid, but still Fallen has been good about smiting around objectives. And Pure Acid coming in again, trying to steal this one. Big knockup. He finds 2. Pure Acid in the backline. He's tanking up 3. He might just go down, but no, he gets the ultimate off. Fallen Artemis trying to run away, but Pure Acid is following here. Sitting at Death buys time with a stone stopwatch, but he goes down the end. Fallen flashes away, but ends up dying to the Lux. Indigo trying to kite his way out, dashed over the wall. Endril continuing to go, and he finds the kill. Double kill now for the Lux. The Azir, the only one left alive on this side of the map. The Cho'Gath holding down the top side. That's another big one fight around the dragon for Wasted Potential. And there's the Cloud Dragon. 18 minutes in. Wasted Potential pick up that Cloud Dragon. Shouldn't be much off the back of this neutral objective. In fact, Tutor's going to put up that turret to make sure nothing happens. But a nice exchange there for Wasted Potential. Still, Lane 0 have the Infernal. They have a good scaling composition here with the Azir. And oh, they're making a play. Rutledge with a good flash away, though. The Rupture will miss as well, so the flash will be enough to get him to safety. Tutor with the big plays, but not quite the angle he wanted. As Klein continuing to push aggressively in the top side, will run away at the sign of 3 members of Lane 0 here, but this is kind of the lull where we don't have a neutral objective to take. Neither team really has the potential of taking any objectives in terms of turrets. So we're just kind of in this stalemate of wave clear where everyone's farming up and trying to get their items here. And speaking of items, Rage Blade completed for Pigeon. Looks like it's gonna be a Death Cap second here for Rutledge. He's going very aggressively at that. And for Tuller, he's gone for Luden's Echo. Looks like it's gonna be a Nashor's second for him. Alongside some Merc Treads, perhaps. He's got a Magic Resist in there, so I assume it's Merc Treads. Could be Ninjabi, who knows. Could be Sork Shoes as well, and he's just sitting on the Null Magic Mantle. Fallen, though, he gets his Flag and Drag interrupted here. So I think that's gonna have to come over and slow up Grass, so he cannot follow. Now the Rift Herald being summoned. It looks like. Am I wrong? Did I just hear the sound? I just heard the sound of the Rift Herald being summoned. Am I, like, losing my mind? I think I'm... Okay, no, there it is. I was like, where are you? Where'd you go? There it is. The Rift Herald's here. Shelly's charging. Gonna hit the inner turret. Needs a few more autos to take it down. The sub doing a good job clearing out the wave here, tanking up the damage. Flash away. We'll miss the hook. Sitting at desk, maybe looking for the engage. The TP coming in. Sitting at desk, flashes in, finds a knock-up to 2. Pigeon in trouble. Flashes away, but Entril not so lucky. He may just go down pure acid, looking to get in the back line here, but Fallen Artemis will go down in the front line. Rutledge with the ultimate will strike him down with the light. And now Pigeon, a good sidestep on the Rupture. 1-for-1 trade so far. To me, 1 for 0. No one has fallen, actually, on the side of wasted potential. Just Fallen died. I thought that the support went down, but Entril survived it all. The Aftershock keeping him alive. Jurassic goes into the backline. He misses that knockup. He gets silenced. He might just go down before he can ult. No, he does this time. He does get the ult off. Sitting at desk. We'll tank that up. Jurassic trying to hop back out. Looks for the knockup, but a shutdown. The Feast coming in from the sub. Big shutdown there. Tuller continuing to clear out this wave here. In lane 0. Oh, hold on. This fight's not over yet. Klein hops in. He's on to Indigo. Sitting at desk trying to help out, but Klein will get stunned up, but too late. No, this Flag and Drake comes in. Fallen Wolf get one back, but the Cho'Gath goes down in the front line. Tuller trying to continue this chase here, but he's a little bit low. Should probably back off. Rutledge, well, his damage is immense. Deep into the backline, Pure Acid went, and his team was not really prepared to follow him up there. Then Klein ran in, he died, and Cho'Gath died on the other side. The top laners left to their own existences and killed by the other team. But Spear of Shojin going to be completed soon now by the Jax. Up about 600 gold on this Cho'Gath, but the CS is relatively even, just the gold on the plating that's really separating them. Death Cat completed now for Rutledge, though. He is going to do a lot of damage. Nashor's not completed, but parts of Nashor is completed for Tuller. Both AD carries sitting on 2 items. Both junglers on a jungle item and 1 regular item, I suppose. Didn't go for Warmark second, though. The sub went for an Abyssal Mask. Been more well-rounded to get some MR. Another dragon going to spawn soon. Tuller summoning a Shroom and turret. They're in the mid lane. Try and stop the push. Sub looking for the engage here. He's found the knockup. Rutledge is in trouble here. He's no flash. Barrier's available, but I don't think it's going to save him. Another kill for the sub. He gets the shutdown with that scream. I know arguing with a Cho'Gath can be tough, but screaming you to death is a whole nother level. The sub gonna back here. Looks like he wants to buy an item. Or no, he's gonna respond to the Jax. That's his plan. Does have TP if they need him to join. Infernal, though. A second Infernal on the table for lane 0. Fallen. He's got it! Oh, there's the second Infernal. Fallen, though, may not have a way out. TP coming in. Here comes the Cho'Gath. Team fight will break out. They find the knock-up onto Endril here in the backline. Indigo will be ulted by... Well, hold on. I'm trying to zoom out. Pure Acid finds himself in the backline. He will go down in the end. And it looks like a 1 team fight for lane 0. The first one of the game, I'd say a clean 1 team fight for them. Really has not been a great game for them in terms of their organized fights here. But they've got a double Infernal now. Their team is starting to come online with this Azir. Their AD carry is also in a nice spot with items here. The worry, though, is the Jack split push. He got the inhibitor turret, did not get the inhib itself, which is big. Will still read this red buff, though, so Klein... I think you call it worth if you're the Jax and not worth if you're the rest of his team. But certainly a trade that you're okay with taking. So both sides backing up, getting ready for this Baron siege, which could be a long extended one, or at least this Baron dance, I should say. Baron siege doesn't really make a ton of sense. But vision going to be cleared out here. The control word's going to be killed, and more going to be placed down in their remnants. But Indigo going to dash over the wall to find, very sadly, that there is no red buff for him to take. Grass is looking for his way into the back line. Jax is split pushing once again. The sub has no TP to follow. Tooler, again, his TP is closer to being ready, but is not ready yet. Lane 0 have to make something happen here. They flash in, they find Pigeon. Shut down. Kill over to Tooler. Pure Acid. He's going to try and be pesky here. Knocks up, sitting at desk. They now know where Pure Acid is, though. That's an important note. Jack's still pushing. He'll get the inhibitor if they don't go back soon. They're making the choice to trade the objective here. They're going for the Baron in exchange for an inhib. The sub. Oh, his back's getting interrupted here by Endro, but he finds a knockup. Looks like the call is going to come to turn the fight. But they're losing the inhibitor while this is happening. Another kill goes over, but Klein, again, has killed the inhibitor. Sub going to flash on the Rutledge. They're going to continue to chase him down. The Feast comes through. City just actually gets the kill there with a Winter's Bite. Endro flashes over. Tooler going to hop over the wall to follow. The red buff on him now as Endro will die. But now they've got to respect the base here. Klein is looking for the second inhibitor. He's going to the top side. The sub is there, but I don't know if he can do this 1v1. He doesn't have Feast. If he had Feast, maybe he could contest. But without Feast, I don't know if he can. He's going to be forced to run away here. The ult used by Klein. So I think Zestos come back to help out. This might turn the tide here and prevent the inhib being taken. Klein is here. The Counter-Strike going to buy some time, but the Rupture comes through, and now the sub will find the kill. Oh my goodness, Pigeon almost finds Fallen Artemis with that arrow. But Tooler, he's firing back. Then the Indigo comes in. Pigeon will trade one. They find the Azir, but Indigo and Fallen Artemis survive. And now, one inhibitor down. Lane 0 have the Baron buff. Another inhibitor exposed, but this is an okay situation for being. They've got double Inferno as well here, so I think Lane 0 is happy where they are considering how powerful the Jax was. They managed to reduce the damage they suffered. Pure Acid now. Throwing out some vision. Gotta be careful though. Guardian Angel purchase for him though, so he will survive a long time in the backline, which can be very pesky if you are Indigo or Tooler. Tooler will get his red buff and fall in the Gromp. The life of a jungler. Bring out the scoreboard back up there. Not a ton of standing gold. Everyone's pretty bought up here, so everyone has just about what they've earned so far. But the Jarvan getting very tanky. The sub getting very tanky as well here. I mean, he's been tanky for a while, but continuing to get there. Morello Nomicon coming in third here for Tooler. After completing that Nasher, Rapid Fire Cannon for Indigo. Another dragon going to be spawning shortly here, and in Lane 0 has the priority on this with Baron buff still on their side. It's going to be an Ocean here. Tooler, though, he's sitting away in this brush. He's made many aggressive plays with his ultimate. He goes in. Oh, he finds Pigeon once again, and he's already dead. Cataclysm and sitting at desk used his own ultimate. So they use 3 ultimates there, but they get the kill onto the AD carry and the mid laner. I'd say definitely worth if you are Lane 0 here. And with the Baron buff, they're just determined to continue pushing. They found the inner turret, and I don't think they're going to stop there. The sub is pushing in the top side. He's got to go back to grab the minions, though. Shreeman turret thrown down here, and they're starting the siege here on the inhibitor. Turret. Pure Acid throws out a little knock-up. Finds one, but not going to buy a lot of time. The inhibitor will surely go down, but they'll run away after this one. Tooler already dashing out. Indigo and the rest walking their way out slowly. .29 minutes in now. Double Infernal here for Lane 0, and Cloud Dragon on the other side here for wasted potential, but the wasted potential goalie that was there minutes ago no longer exists. Lane 0 is now in the gold lead, and it feels like in control of this game. It's funny to say that while Super Minions are working away at their Nexus towers, but they have done a fantastic job, I think, this game, making difficult decisions between going home and stopping the Jax and actually forcing the fights. They have done a fantastic job with that, and as a result, they've lost an inhibitor, but they got the Baron, they got an inhibitor on the enemy side here, and are in a position where they can continue to win the team fights. And the Jax's only real option is to try and continue to split and get more. But as I was saying, the Jax, he's still super strong in the side lane here. Looks like 3 members of lane 0 here. Make that 4. Indigo joining them. Will be moving down the bot lane here. Best way to stop the effectiveness of Super Minions, we'll just run down that lane with all your guys. And the Super Minions can't do anything, but the inhibitors should be respawning soon anyway, so that's not even really a big problem. As Sub continuing to delay the Jax up on the top side as well. As it is a 4-1 setup for both teams. The Sub is actually trying to take this fight here against the Jax. He has Triforce and Spear of Shojin, but 3 items make that 3.5 are available for the Sub. He's chasing away the Jax. The Jax is running throughout the jungle trying to avoid the Cho'Gath. That's not what you want to see if you're the Jax in the situation. Jax also didn't go Tiamat. Doesn't have a Tiamat in him right now, at least. So his wave clear isn't great. But the wave clear for wave potential is solid. Oh no! Oh no, Tuller, he's gotta get the heal. He gets the heal from his AD carry, but now Redemption will come through and heal them up. Cho'Gath TPing in as well here. Eagles get stunned up, but the Subs absorbs that easily. So a fine investment there from lane 0 to keep this thing from going sideways and losing their mid laner at a key time. Now, we've reached the 32-minute mark here. Baron spawning once again, 56k to 56k in gold. The kills a little bit skewed in favor of lane 0 by 3 here. The turrets in favor of wasted potential by 3. With all that, what it really means that it's pretty even in gold. It's pretty even in resources. The only difference in resources right now is the Infernal Dragons right now, which are making a big difference in gold efficiency here. And now, oh no. Seeing it, Death's gonna get caught. Flash is over, but he goes down. Endril ends up getting the kill here. And everyone should get out here. Well, I say everyone except the Sub. Fallen Artemis has Flag and Drag, but it looks like they're staying fighting here. The Sub has no flash to get out, so he's just gonna die. He's the sacrificial lamb here, once again. And the ultimate gonna come through Fallen, and this is actually in trouble. Klein, he's topping on now onto Indigo. The Guardian Angel will proc. Indigo, he's pretty low on health here. The culling gonna come through. Klein, he's looking for the inhibitor. He will get it, but he goes down in the process. Pure Acid now, he's running in, misses the knockup. Guardian Angel is available. He's gonna go into the Guardian Angel and revive soon. Probably gonna use the ultimate. Oh, does not have the ultimate available. He's gone too deep. Down he goes. The Kane gonna die here. I just assumed he had the ultimate, but oh, the TP. Tuler's going for the base. Tuler's going for the base here. He's going for the base with his super minions, and they're Baron up here, and Tuler with a ton of attack speed. He's doing a lot of damage. One Nexus Tower goes down. A delay here by Fallen Artemis. He's delayed 3 members from getting back. And Tuler might just end the game. He's going to win the semifinals. Tuler's going to end the game here. A TV backdoor, and Fallen stop them. Lane 0 win it in an unexpected fashion here. Dead even in gold at the end of the game, but Lane 0 take it with a backdoor from Tuler out of nowhere. He TP'd in, and Fallen Artemis sacrificed himself to prevent the backs of wasted potential. All 3 of them stopped because of Fallen Artemis stopping them from getting their backs off. And Tuler, with the super minions and the Baron buff, is able to take out the Nexus and win this series here for Lane 0 Blizzard in an unexpected fashion, but a welcome one, because that was one of the most interesting endings I've seen in the Sugar Free League in a long time. I don't even know what to say here. Lane 0 had so many different bizarre games And throughout that series, game 1 was complete stop, game 2 back and forth, and game 3, one where they kind of came from behind at certain points and ended it with a pseudo backdoor, I suppose. No one was there actually manning the front door, and he just walks right in. Tuller with 3 fantastic games there, 2 on the Zed, and then eventually the last one on the Azir, where he finishes out the series with the last hit on the Nexus himself. And Lane 0 Blizzard take it, and we'll move on to the finals and take on Paragon 5, meaning that our number 1 and number 2 seeds will actually be playing each other in the finals. Who could have guessed it? But I'm feeling pretty good about my predictions. All my predictions are right in terms of who's going to win. They're just wrong in how many games. By my, you just got to subtract 1 and then I'm right. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself in terms of that. And what a series to end the night here. I'm not insulting you, Tuller. I mean that who could have guessed that the number 1 and number 2 seeds would be playing each other in the finals? It's a sarcastic remark that's complimenting you. It's not insulting you. I wasn't saying that you weren't going to 3-0 them. That's not what I was saying. I was saying that you're playing in the finals. Who could have guessed it? It's a compliment. Just saying. Tuller seems a little angry. You killed enough people today, Tuller. I think your anger, you channeled all your anger out. I feel like you must have. But either way, Sugar Free League shaping up to be have another great ending here. We don't get the rematch, of course, of Free Tele 1 versus Lane 0 Blizzard, but a new challenger emerges here in Paragon 5, and Lane 0 Blizzard come back to defend the old guard of the Sugar Free League. And we'll see if they're still hanging around here. Maybe I'll let Tuller come in and explain his piece here. The people are calling for it. I can't believe, honestly, it's 12:30 on the East Coast. I guess it's 9:30 on the West Coast, but there's still that many people here watching the Sugar Free League. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I've said it a couple times. I'm not gonna do it again. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I don't know when the next series is gonna be, when the finals are gonna be, or when the third place game is gonna be. But we'll keep you updated. Go to the Discord, and you guys can see the schedule there. On the website as well, sugar-freeleague.com, and check the schedule there. You guys will figure that out. Finals right now. That's exactly what we're doing. Another best of 5. We did a best of 5 that started at like 11 one time, and it went all 5 games, I think. So that was a good time. But I think we're going to go in the caster talk channel, and apparently some of the Lane 0 Blizzard players have something to say to me, I guess. So we'll see if they come and if they yell at me a bit. But I appreciate you guys typing away in Twitch chat. Nice to see people and receive some compliments.
Hello.
What? So, Tuller, you realize I wasn't insulting you.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
You got a bit of a victim complex there.
What?
He's very defensive.
He's very defensive. I don't know why you should be. You just 3-0'd them, like you said.
I know. It's
magic.
I don't know. I guess I just didn't pick up on the sarcasm.
I insulted you. I know. I had you guys winning in 4 games, not 3. I understand that I was very rude of me, but forgive me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, they don't have a mid laner, so.
Oof. People are like, the trash talk is real. This isn't even the trash talk channel. I got yelled at for not trash talking in the trash talk channel earlier, so I'm just passing that off to you.
I mean, it's pretty sad when a whole team's like pregame like chat about like, oh hey, like what are we gonna do against this team? Is literally like, well, mid lane's probably gonna play like as far back as he can. So, like can't really get too many advantages there. Let's focus on like roaming into the jungle and roaming bot lane. you know, I don't know. There's literally one other good mid laner in this league, and it's Fluke. You know, that team's not in playoffs anymore, so
So are you implying, what are you implying with that?
I'm the only good mid laner left in playoffs.
That sounds a little harsh, don't you think?
Not really.
So are you not afraid of Licenseless Rider then? You don't.
Who?
The you know the mid laner you're gonna play eventually, if the scheduling ever works out.
No.
No. Are you gonna? Do you think they're gonna let you play Zed at all in the finals?
I mean, if they're smart, no.
I guess.
But
Well, the
small brain team. No.
So you had a fantastic game on Cho'Gath. Tooler's kind of a joke, but you had a fantastic game on Cho'Gath. Pretty much 1v9 the entire game. What do you have to say after that big win?
I felt like I was 1v1 the entire game, just trying to make sure this man wasn't backdooring our Nexus the entire time.
So we were watching the 4v4 play,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end of the game there, and I was looking at the mini map, right? Just glancing at the mini map to see what was happening with you, and all I could see was just this giant Cho'Gath icon running around in the jungle chasing Jax in like circles in the jungle. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen on the mini map. It was just like you just babysitting this Jax, like don't run into the wall, Jax. Like I gotta.
Yeah, I mean, you pick Jax there just to try to win the 1v1 later on once he gets like 2.5 or 3 items. But I got way too far ahead, and I was like a full item and a half over him pretty much the entire game. And when I have 7k HP with Thornmail, like you can't auto me without dying. I will straight up out damage the Jax.
It's like the Rammus syndrome. It's like you can't kill me because you can't auto attack me.
Yeah. But I like Klein. Klein's my boy. We were supposed to play Nautilus and Maokai with Exhaust Ignite. We didn't get it happening, but
that would have been something to behold. Well, there was a first pick Nautilus, so
yeah, we tried to bait him into the Maokai pick with that.
Maybe we should just do an exhibition match, just 1v1 top lane with you.
Hey, if he's down, I'm down.
That's gonna be the 1v1 of the century. No one cares about finals. It's Nautilus Maokai top lane. Do you both start at level 18 with 10,000 HP, or is it like a level 1 thing?
I feel like it's only fun if we hit each other for like 20 minutes without damage going through. So let's start at level 18.
with 10,000 grass box already, of course.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. And Tooler not flaming me as hard as I thought he would.
Nah, you're good.
I'm good. All right. Well, I've got the pass here. Apparently, I'm okay. So I'm gonna end the night on a good note, and then thank you guys, and then hopefully I'm excited to see you guys in the finals if Fallen lets me cast that. I assume he will, but you never know.
It's gonna be a good series.
All right. So I'm looking forward to that. Apparently, Paragon 5's a joke to you guys, and you didn't even respect
their mid.
Just their mid lane's a joke.
Is that who we're playing in finals?
Yeah, I'll
Paragon
pass
5?
that on. Yeah, I'll pass that on that you don't respect them, and we'll be excited to see that. Excited to watch that game.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. At least you
right.
guys, and I'll sign off. So thanks for joining us. And I'll see
Later,
you.
man.
Okay. Thanks to Sub and Tooler and everyone else for having a good time here. But I have been up since like 4 a.m. So I'm gonna stop streaming now. But it has been a pleasure. And my predictions, again, pretty solid so far. Basically, if you want to win a lot of cookies, maybe take my advice and bet accordingly. But again, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Still a lot of people here listening to my nonsense. So thank you. And excited to see you guys for the finals in the third place match, because I'll hopefully be around for that and get to see you guys again soon. So thanks for watching, and have a good night, everyone.